Hey everyone, episode 199 with the midweek rub. We had Con, we had Andrew, and we had the Senator back in after a little bit of an absence. And it got pretty fiery at one point. We touched all the happy topics of the moment. So Charlie Kirk, Dezi Freeman, sovereign citizens, migrants. We really came out of there feeling great. Like, share, follow, subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, all the usual stuff. Yeah, apologies for being a bit delayed in a new episode. I've had a few cancellations and I've just been flat out. A few things going on over the next couple of weeks, but hopefully I will have some routine happening before the end of the year, really. Anyway, enjoy.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Let's rock.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
What is it with walking?
Leave a message, baby. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes.
Wait for the boom and the
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Will you shut up, man?
Weird.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk. Spit on that thing. You get me?
Unless you're scripted, you're useless. Unless you're scripted, you're useless.
I must say,
When the microphone goes on, the Malachi stuff.
in my,
Why, you got something to say? When there's a will, there's a way. Whose will?
yeah,
Let's mute the phone.
put it on silent.
I can't breathe. Somebody get me a doctor. Oh, fuck. oh, man. They sound like the start of Sweetleaf from Black Sabbath. Sweetleaf. Their song, Sweetleaf, starts off because he's choking on Joof. I don't actually know Sabbath's discography that well, man. Yeah, they got a song called Sweetleaf, which is obviously about and the actual beginning, I think it's Tony Iommi, the guitarist. It's got they've recorded him and they've repeated it, obviously. It goes and then it starts There's the coughing loop all the way through. I should just play it. just the intro goes for about 5 seconds or 10 seconds, whatever, and then it slams into the song. How excited you are, man! What year was that? That would have been early 70s, probably about 72, I think, 73. I was at where was I? I'll tell you when I was. I'm trying to think. It was a house party or something, and someone brought up Eric Clapton, and I said, "I like us." Okay, you've never heard the song "Cocaine"? Yeah. What are you talking about? Okay, are you for real, man? They're making out like Clapton was some sort of nerd. Okay, you wrote the song "Cocaine," man. Yeah, but hang on, did he write it or was it JJ Cale? I know he was on it. No, there was 2 versions. He did one. And J.J. Cale had his own version too. I can't remember, but he performed it. He had his own version. Oh, I know that. True. Yeah. Yeah. Why is Clapton a Malacca? From way back, he's been. Forget all his current, woke this, left, right, whatever. I've got no idea. He was Clapton woke. He was a racist cunt from years ago. But he played with Hendrix. No, trust me. He straight out to the crowd there. He was recorded live. Saying Malachias. All you have to do is Google Eric Clapton, racist, whatever, issues, and all this shit will come up. It's Malacca. Wait a second. Paracalo. What?
Open up. Open up the gate.
Open up there. All right, man. Relax. I found it. 1971, Paracalo. What's 1971? The song Sweetleaf from Sabbath. Oh, I thought you meant you found these racist thing. No, sorry. I meant Sabbath. Listen. You ready? Yeah, that's a very Sabbath riff.
So there you go. That's Sweetly. By a young up-and-coming band called Black Sabbath.
I had to explain.
Do yourself a favour and check them out.
I had to explain to someone that Eric Clapton stole George Harrison's wife, Patty.
Yes, he
Boyd
did.
Or whatever.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And that song Layla is like one of the most celebrated songs of all time. Yeah, it's quality. He wrote a few songs about it too. Was he friends with George Harrison?
Oh, I can't remember those specifics.
I don't know. I never.
But I do know that he did that. He did the dirty with that. That I knew. Yeah.
I love when songs of different songs. I love when the meanings of songs gets revealed to people and they never understood it at the start.
Oh, how about most of Rage Against the Machine's catalogue?
What do you mean? It's all political.
Yeah, but the right wingers.
Oh, the right wingers embracing it.
They think, and they go, do you realise what the fucking songs are about?
Yeah, they stopped Wall Street.
Yeah. And another big one that's always misinterpreted, big time by them, is Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Why? What's the meaning with that?
That album, and it's all about anti-government, the Vietnam, the way they treated the Vietnam vets.
Really?
100%. Born in the USA is not, I celebrate. Yes,
like Hulkamania.
Yes, boys.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not that. It's the opposite.
Wait a second. You didn't go to the gym, did you?
No.
I was getting ready. I was thinking
Still
to
got
myself.
his work shirt on. It.
Yeah, so what?
He could have if he ever trained in his work shirt on, it'd be more.
I was just saying, if you were late, I know you had to go get your mum, but if you were going to be late because you had to go do like a quick Pilates class, I was going to lose it.
A quick yoga class.
A cheeky fucking Zumba class. Yeah. Hey, don't worry, your day will come, mate. You'll be joining us.
He slipped straight in. He slipped like there's a guy doing the upward punches and left and right. And this guy just slides straight in.
Shimmies on the left.
Yeah, dude slides in and reach.
Do you want me to start?
Don't worry, he's got his 2 times you fucking shorty shorts.
Do you want me to really start?
Go.
Mr. Harem.
Mr. Harem.
Give me my last.
Mr. Harem, do you want me to start?
You can shut your mouth.
What happens if Vegas stays in Vegas?
But to be fair, yeah, he does train with him regularly, so he would know.
That's why I made reference to the harem.
Harem scarum.
Okay?
Not bad.
And you want to see when the instructor of the class sends him to the back of the class.
Why?
Timoria. For fuck, mate, she tears me a new one, mate, when she puts me...
Why would you get relegated in an exercise
not relegation,
class?
Mate. I think it's a promotion, to be honest, George.
To the back of the class?
No,
not in your eyes.
How is that a promotion?
Because she put me with someone who trains harder and puts me away from these dickheads, because all you can hear in the background from the old folk home over there would be like...
Hey, once upon a time, this bloke.
Can I get up?
He used to sit in there. Be like this. Oh, look at this. Hey,
I'm not talking about you, George. I'm talking about other people.
Now, this bloke is front and square of the people that the ones that we were. Hang on, mate. Is him?
Really?
No,
you're a turncoat.
Yep.
No, mate.
100%.
I'm a hard trainer. Results show.
You know what? You know what's working hard for him?
My fellow surface.
The old Losso is getting
with this precision jawliner.
I can't imagine the what's it called, the social hierarchy in the gym.
The social hierarchy is insane. Like I'm telling you now,
all gyms have social.
I know, but I'm talking about their area with these two dickheads.
We even go. We even go out for dinners like once a month. Like the group of guys catch up and tell us.
That's weird.
No, these and look. I mean, the average Joe Blows man, like they're not
joins us.
He
joins us.
I'm saying it as someone who, whenever I went to the gym,
you need a membership.
Hang on, when I went to the gym,
he'll be coming there too.
When I went to the gym, I trained by myself 100%. I felt like everyone was too slow. I just couldn't be fucked.
All right, today, Arnie, relax.
No, it's not, I never said I was lifting fucking mass weight.
You see him in the back.
No, because
what are you doing there? Slapping himself.
Give me the blade.
Chalk flying everywhere. Just come on.
You just see the Ultimate Warrior music.
Before he walks in, man. Before he walks in, it's like, you know.
Okay, I never said.
I think he's cool. I think he's sexy.
Listen, dickhead.
Just a sexy boy.
Do I get a word in? Let me just let me say something. Yeah. I never said that people were too slow because I was lifting mass weight like a machine. I said people were too slow because they just sit on stations with 3, 4, 5, 10 of them talking about their day. There's one guy doing like a lazy set.
We know a few people like that.
One fucking bench press every 5 minutes.
No.
Like, man, get off the machine, man.
It's this.
Yeah.
They're sitting on the machine.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, this bloke's genuinely falling asleep.
Or one of these ones.
Yeah. Or they're setting up tripods and shit.
Dude.
That needs to be banned.
No, I think that there's a lot of regulation behind that now.
Is it?
A lot of gyms have cut that. Like, I mean, at our gym, we don't see that anymore, George. We used to see that a lot.
Yeah, we used to see it a lot.
I think there's
tripods?
a lot. Dude, tripods, the ring, everything, man. Full setup, squats.
How many times you've seen on the socials, you know, you got this, I won't discriminate, could be a chick, could be a guy, whatever. They're doing the thing.
Oh, they do, both of them do.
And the guy walks past, you know, to go get his stuff, and they go, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. They trap them. Yeah.
Since when did you buy the gym and dictate who can walk where and whatever, man?
Yeah.
You know?
I've seen, look, because when I train, it's usually late at night. I've seen maybe like, it's always a girl. It's 99% of the times it's a female. And she's got the phone like just sort of sitting
somewhere
against a wall or some shit. I've seen that. I haven't seen tripods or ring lights.
Full tripod stands.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah,
although we have a circle, the ring, what do you call that ring? Fucking
the ring light.
The ring light.
Yeah,
all that
the
shit, man.
social media light, whatever, the ring. Yeah.
Full fucking makeup.
There's been a bit of, certainly I haven't seen it recently.
We haven't seen it for a while now.
Well, maybe they're correct.
No,
I think there was some privacy things.
That's a good thing, yeah.
Well, cunts are walking around like, you know.
That looks like Sid Vicious just doing laps. He's breaking shit.
But that's fizzled out.
Anyone who goes to the gym, if they're genuine about it, they just want to go there, do what they want to do. Not in privacy.
I don't talk to anyone.
At least in, you know.
Look, I think it's also a lot of people go there for the social aspect, fucking just to talk to cunts too.
Life's too short, man.
Yeah, but I think it's more the mental shit, man. Like cunts probably can't speak to anyone at home, so they go to the gym to talk to cunts.
Let him talk.
Hear him.
Oh my god. You just get in my like yesu.
Let him talk. He hasn't been on you for months. He's probably got lots on his chest to unload on you.
No,
I think
I'm sure he gets a lot. I'm sure he gets a lot fucking loaded on his chest.
Can you calm down? It's been 5 minutes, man. Like, relax. Nah, look, I understand the social element and I understand keeping people like in check and motivated, you know, and accountable. But at the same time, man, the most I do at a gym is just give people the nod. Like, oh, yeah.
Nah, man. Like, there's
I've seen this bloke for fucking 4 years straight. Yeah, I'll nod at him. That's it.
A lot of people, like, I mean, the gym that we go to, the people that we know within the gym, they're all like kind of push you to fucking look. There's the catch up side. That's great, but there's also a lot of them that kind of like
train hard.
They
train hard.
Acknowledge your results. They fucking. I know what you're gonna fucking say. You've got a smile on your face.
I didn't say a word. I'm getting the water.
Yeah.
Why is he laughing? I'm just getting water, man.
I'm just watching.
Yeah.
I like to watch.
Of course you are.
Yeah, of course.
Of course you are.
Why do you have a hip flask?
Oh, because cough syrup doesn't work as well as scotch.
Syrup. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I've been coughing for fucking 2 weeks, man. I had the flu and it went away, and now I can't get rid of this cough.
Is that liquid scotch?
Yeah.
That's mad. There's a booze bus on the way back. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not getting smashed, you dickhead. I'm literally taking a sip and just swishing it around the throat to kill the cough.
Yeah. Just a swig, sir.
What is you making it out like I'm some sort of piss pot, man?
He drinks it from the side.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, man. It's been a while.
You're fucked. Anyway, fuck my life. Where's he been?
Self-promotion. Signing policies.
Self-reflection, kissing babies, signing
Did you do his
executive
entrance?
orders.
The motorcade.
You know what?
Anything you want to add?
Throw that at the start.
I love how all I did was ask, where's George been? And everyone starts talking shit for like fucking 20 minutes.
I've given him some ideas.
20 minutes. All I asked was, how have you been? Where have you been? Like, that's it. I know your missus is overseas. That's all I know.
Yes.
And you know why he hasn't been here, though? Huh?
Fuck off.
Can you leave him?
Dickhead. He's a dickhead.
Hey, he threw me a hander. Come on.
Ooh. Am I allowed to ask a genuine question?
Go.
I was going to say, how long is she going away for?
It's been gone for 5, back in another 5.
Gone for 5 already? Really? How long?
Yeah, man. Do you want to hear a fucking funny story, actually? No. Talk about coincidence.
Yes.
So I'm waiting at the airport. Waiting fucking around for the old lady. I think the plane was about 50 odd minutes late. I get a phone call. I see...
There?
I get a phone call. I'm like,
you see the phone call.
I see a phone call. I'm like, fuck. I was middle message, so I'm like, let me finish this message. I'm calling back. I called him back about 5 minutes later. I'm like, hey, turn around. Okay, what the fuck are you doing here? Because I'm waiting for my old lady and my old man. They literally flew back together. No idea.
On the same plane as your
Same
mum?
plane, same everything, man. So fucking random, man. How fucking random. But I always like walk past. I always go there thinking I'm going to bump into some Greek waiting for like the same flight. You know what I mean? From Abu Dhabi or Doha or whatever.
Almost always when I go, like usually Europe, and I get off at Singapore or whatever, or the first stopover, always you'll see someone that you know from back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's no way around it, man.
So that was random as shit. But anyway, continue on your...
I was going to ask Georgia, I said, how long's the longest time you've been actually apart, like on these trips? How are you like coping?
Coping very well.
This is a bit standard for her, isn't it?
She goes away every year.
Yeah?
Yeah, around about the same times.
Are you sort of like a guy that walks around in his jocks and just throws all the dirty laundry in it?
Risky business.
Yeah.
Far from it.
Is it like regimented?
Absolutely.
He has to fuck. Who's going to do that, man?
Absolutely.
5 o'clock in the morning.
The Ray-Bans come on. The white shirt.
Just take a roll, make it off the shelf.
Just the slide.
No, I'm asking. I'm just curious.
Nick
man.
walks in. Fuck this. Walks off. Nah, man.
No, I'm just saying. Do you let it go? Do you find that? I'm just asking because it's isolation in a sense. So do you find yourself retreating into yourself and like rediscovering shit and sort of like cleaning up your act, or do you see yourself falling apart?
Actually, it's a very good question you ask. And given things that...
Stop. And why are you laughing?
I'm not saying shit. He's looking for
shit.
Yeah,
was that not a normal question?
That is a normal question.
I actually get the feeling that I'm being ambushed.
No.
I don't know why, but
he gave me the smile. I smiled back.
I sense an ambush here.
No.
But anyway...
No, this is nothing. It makes it look worse. I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at the wall.
There's nothing. That's fine.
Over there.
Let him answer the question.
I know where this prick's going.
No. Let him answer the question. Jesus.
No, it is. It's a good time to do a bit of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Things, your life evolves. And for me, the last few months has been a bit testing.
Yeah.
It has. No doubt about it. Because my dad had a fall, broke his hip.
Everything with your old man, yeah.
Broke his hip, delirium. Then, you serve the last rites. Then he's still alive. Then, nursing home. And it's, the one thing, and I got to say to this guy, because my dad and I were always, how can I say it? Opinionated.
You reckon?
A bit,
opinionated.
hammer and tong.
Yes. But he did say to me something once, and it resonates now. He goes, one day he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
And the house is going to be empty. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. He is right. Even though he was the bane of my life, but, it leaves a void.
Yeah.
How is he anyway?
Believe it or not, he's doing okay. He's frail. He's frail.
As a 97-year-old would be.
Almost, you could say, stabilised a bit.
He has.
Yeah,
and 6 weeks ago, Dim,
Yeah,
And
last rites.
I get the phone call, last rites. So
Delirium still there? Was still,
no, that's
I think is it like with age and the shit that he went through the last few months?
Yeah. So what happens? He comes in and out for a little bit, and then goes back into his.
Mate, I had the last rites. I had the phone call with the last rites 3 times over 3 years, 4 times over 3 years. It's just all right. You know what I mean?
Anyway. So that has it taken a bit of my time? Yeah, absolutely it has, and it drains you.
Yeah,
it would.
It does. It
do you have
drains
any
you.
time off for yourself once your missus gets back?
I'm having a 10-day period off because we haven't had. Our work's been challenging as well.
Yeah, okay.
We're not going to lie because we had some things in place there, and we've had some staffing issues, which makes it really, really testing as well. And and everything else that happens on the outside compounds.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's why it's good to come back here and just to relax a little bit.
Chew the fat,
have the piss taken out of you two from me.
I'm just going to ask, sorry, when do you wear that polo? I've only ever seen you in that work shirt that you have. I've never seen the polo. Is that for you to try and instill a different attitude across the board? If the people working underneath you think you're like, oh, this guy's a bit of a prick like the last couple of months, so he turns up in the polo to be more casual or something? I'm not management, I'm just one of you.
God, that's the big guns!
No, I'm being serious, because the remember the Dan Andrews, when he did the presses, he'd turn up in the polo.
North Face thing.
The North Face jacket meant it was like shit news or whatever.
Actually, it was surprising he didn't wear that jacket when he went and met his buddy.
Yeah, what was that about?
The fucking rubbing shoulders of that.
Calm down.
A Mulgravian.
The Mulgravian.
He's from Noble Park.
No, man, he's from Mulgrave.
Yeah, Mulgrave,
yeah. What was it even about?
He was only rubbing shoulders with all
the most high...
The aristocracy of the world.
Yeah, but how did he get to that position?
No, does anyone know?
No. Hang on.
No.
All right. I can't remember what happened to me that week when that happened, like last week, whatever, but I was just flat out with work. I open my phone up, go to socials, and suddenly all Dan Andrews memes start popping up again. I'm like, didn't he retire like fucking 3 years ago? What the hell's this? And then I see photos of like Putin and
Kim Jong-un and...
what's his name? Xi Jinping and... Yeah, how? What was he doing there?
Does anyone know? Is that actual reason?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask ChatGPT
here we go.
What he was actually doing there, man. Hang on. Was it a summit?
ChatGPT will be like, sorry, sir, we cannot say.
Maybe he's
China had
he's sold half of Victoria.
Release the hounds.
Yeah.
China had like a national day, the day of strength, to put everything on.
No, we know what that was. But
why was he there? What was?
They had to support the bride.
Was it an invite? Was he just a show up?
Maybe
it was a swingers club.
In private life, maybe now he's hooking up some freaking...
How?
All right, here we go. Hang on.
Connections there.
Yeah. Here's a rundown of what's known so far about why former Premier Dan Andrews was in Beijing last week. Okay.
Here we go.
So, Andrews attended a military parade in Beijing, China, held to mark the 80th anniversary of China's victory over Japan in World War II. At the parade, he was photographed alongside several controversial world leaders, notably Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and Kim Jong-un.
I told you that, man. I was like,
what a trifecta.
What an access. They also shook hands.
They're all like this.
All right. He also shook hands with Xi Jinping on the red carpet and posed in official leaders. So, here are the key points he's made in defending his attendance and what position he claims to hold. So, he's number 1, private citizen. Andrews says he attended in a private capacity, not as a current elected official, because he's no longer a premier. He argues he has more freedom to engage in international visits. Yeah, but
I'm going
to... literally the communist
going.
axis.
Keep going.
All right, constructive relationship with China. He emphasises that China is Australia's largest trading partner and that maintaining constructive ties is in the national interest, particularly for jobs and economic relationships. He asserts that this hasn't changed even since stepping down. But he's not in any official capacity.
Keep going.
All right. So, condemnation of specific leaders in conflict. So, he said explicitly that he has condemned Putin and his illegal war in Ukraine from day one. He also states that his support for Israel and the Jewish community in Australia is unequivocal, and that he condemns Iran for its attacks internationally, blah, 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 blah. And it's an opportunity to engage with regional leaders. So part of the rationale is that this kind of event allows one to meet and engage with regional or former leaders.
One contradicts the other, if you keep reading.
Okay, so why is it controversial? So optics with authoritarian leaders. So many see it as a poor judgment to be in photos with Putin, Kim Jong-un.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Mixed signals in foreign policy. Critics say Australia, particularly the federal government, has tried to maintain a line. Cooperate where possible, disagree where needed with China. So Andrew's appearance is seen by some as undermining the disagree where necessary part. Risk to Australia's global reputation. Standing next to autocratic leaders may damage Australia's moral authority in human rights issues, especially given ongoing concerns about China, the Uyghurs, and Hong Kong and all that. Political implications at home. Invitation versus participation. So some other figures, like former New South Wales Premier Bob Carr, attended the Beijing commemoration but did not participate or appear in the military parade itself or in the leader's photo. So Andrews, by contrast, accepted the parade photo opportunity. It's not in any political capacity at all.
Do you know why?
No, it's not.
There's only one reason why.
Oh, here we go.
What you just said before.
Oh!
Ding, ding, ding. That's the only...
No.
Man, we see his face. Did you see his face? It's just like straight line fucking...
I know, but why?
Hard
of
cunt.
all the leaders we have,
Hard cunt.
why Dan Andrews?
Well, if the New South Wales guy
it's
got
not
invited...
all the leaders we have. Like he said, he wasn't there on behalf of
But how
us.
did he even get an invite? Like,
Well, when he was premier, he used to do a lot of dealings with them with fucking projects and whatever.
Of course. Now you know why we were locked down like...
hello. Lab rats.
There we go.
Seriously? Did you see the protest?
Dan Andrews rocked up to this thing and goes, the auction starts at, for Victoria for $3 trillion. Who's up?
Don't go there with auctions and stuff.
Managing the optic.
Don't go
It's a
there.
word.
Okay, so you were at the protest, yeah, last week?
No.
About the migrants?
Definitely not. I had better things to do than gardening.
Did you go?
When am I going to go there?
Fed Square with your flag?
Yeah, he went with the...
my papa,
you know where he went with the remember the Hellas trumpets?
No, that was at the games.
Did you have those like big horns?
Yeah, man.
Did you have them?
Do you know what my issue was?
No, you're thinking of the Vuvuzela.
A Vuvuzela from South
That's
Africa.
the World Cup.
South Africa.
Yeah,
No,
that
back
was
in the day with the soccer and stuff, it was an actual...
It was a brass trumpet.
Oh, the brass
The
trumpet.
little short horn.
Yeah, and they had
The bugle.
sometimes they had
Yeah.
a megaphone, but that was a bugle. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a bugle. Yeah.
Pastelli Metomeli.
My issue...
Remember that one?
Listen.
Stick your up and
Oh, my God.
He was...
Fuck, I actually got a hankering for Pastelli with the Melis.
hankering.
Yeah, man. Miller.
All right. My issue with those protests, right? I don't have an issue with people protesting. That's fine. This is what pissed me off.
Here we go.
I was turning onto St Kilda
Oh
Road.
my God! So it's a personal.
No,
Because I was turning onto.
Listen, I was turning onto St Kilda Road, and they're already starting to form on Horizon, yeah, like because they're getting on the trams. All the cheap cunts were parking down in fucking Elwood and catching trams back to the city, right?
Parking in front of his house.
Literally, man. Dude, on his front lawn. No. All right. So as I'm turning, I'm seeing them fucking starting to pack up on the tram lines. There were these two old codgers. They must have been, like mid-70s. Like, they weren't young, man. They were old.
I just thought of a scenario. Yeah,
All right.
go.
And, like, one of them had the Aussie flag draped around the back. You know what I mean? Like a Superman cape. I didn't know you could actually do that with, like, a national emblem,
you're
like
not
the fucking
supposed
flag.
to, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, remember in primary school, they're like, when you take it down from the flagpole, don't let it touch the ground. Like, that sort of shit. This guy's wearing
it was rules.
He's wearing it like a fucking napkin, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, that wasn't my issue, right? It's like, okay, I've taken flags to the soccer or whatever. No. My issue was that these two doofuses, they looked lost, like they walked out of a retirement home, right? Just, like, you know, where are we? Is this the right tram stop? Like, they're just fucking lost. These clowns were wearing, like, camo khaki-coloured clothes, yeah? It's like they dug them out from, you know, wherever they fucking, from Target. Like they bought a hoodie with a camo thing.
They took our job.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, do you think that's intimidating, bloke? Like, it's not. Like, in his head, he served he served in Korea. You know what I mean?
Served it
We're
by
fucking
us.
turning up and we're fucking like Malaka, lose the camo, man. You're not a militia. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
do you
man.
understand? Like, do you get it? The implication of the outfit.
I
Again,
I
it's
can
the
just
optic.
picture. I can just
The
pic-
optic,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all about the optic. But I
it's-
think I love the outcome. I just thought of the outcome. It's like, yeah, man, we told them fucking
Did nothing.
we stopped. We'll say no to immigration bullshit like that. Ah, sick. Anyway, let's call an Uber. Sandeep Singh.
And before he comes, let's go to the Vietnamese shop and grab a
There were so many photos. There were so many photos of the protesters sitting in Chinese
and then we'll go
takeout.
past Oakley and pick up some serves.
Yeah, man. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. And not only that, the actual the numbers. I found a video the other day which actually broke it down really well, man. Because I had an argument with someone about migration numbers. Like, oh, they're fucking taking our jobs, fucking blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are they, man? Really? And then just luckily, this fucking video popped up on socials or something, and I actually saved it. I looked into it. The stats are pretty legit. Pretty legit. As legit as they're going to be.
Somewhat legit?
Somewhat legit. No, they're legit.
Yeah. Best on it. Just say they're legit.
No. I got to fucking find this clip. It was actually hectic, man.
Jobs away from Australians, as some people think.
I'm not getting enough work because immigrants are taking over the work that I should be having.
Very few Australians understand just how much they are sacrificing for mass migration.
Look, we're in a cost of living crisis, and some Aussies are struggling to find work right now, and migrants have become a scapegoat. But what do the numbers really say? Well, it depends on what you mean by migrants. People who arrived a decade ago, people on a working holiday, people who were sponsored by a company. Let's set aside the fact that almost a third of Australians were born overseas, and just look at people who have migrated here in the past 5 years. You've probably seen graphs like this that show migrant arrivals have gone up since the COVID pandemic. Migrant arrivals actually went down in the last financial year. The biggest group of arriving migrants was temporary students, making up almost a third of arrivals. These students have restrictions on the hours they can work each fortnight. Skilled migrants made up around 13% of arrivals, while working holiday makers were around 12%. Now, let's look at Australia's labour force, which is the number of employed and unemployed people. Together, that's around 15 million people who are actively working or looking for work. In December last year, over 60% of that labour force was born in Australia. That's around 9.9 million people. There were also just under 828,000 migrants who had arrived in the past 5 years. They made up just over 5% of the total labour force. They have a higher unemployment rate than people born in Australia. Just over 5% of people who migrated in the last 5 years were unemployed, while 3.9% of Australian-born people were unemployed. So what jobs are migrants doing? Well, in 2021 to 2022, the industries with the most jobs held by migrants were healthcare and social assistance, administrative and support services, and accommodation and food services. Some of these industries are facing shortages of workers, for example, health professionals, care workers, and chefs. Australia actively tries to attract skilled migrants because the government says they help to fill positions where no Australian workers are available. Between 2018 to 2023, the occupations that sponsored the most skilled migrants from overseas included software engineers, ICT business analysts and programmers, resident medical officers, chefs and cooks, diesel motor mechanics and fitters. And there's some interesting research from the OECD that shows rather than taking away jobs from Australians, migration actually boosts the employment of the Australian-born population and does not affect its wages. Regions with a higher share of migrants also had higher employment rates for Australian-born people and higher levels of labour productivity. And immigration will probably be a topic of debate in the upcoming election. Both major political parties have said they're planning to reduce the number of migrants that are coming to Australia.
Was that before the election? 'Cause she said upcoming election.
Yeah, I think so.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, like, it's there. The only...
but people always just twist. Look, perfect example. I don't want to go into it too far because we know we've done it, but you look at the bullshit that happens in a certain country. Everything is just shoot first, ask questions later. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and that's infiltrated here now as well. Like they're all going, "Oh, we can't get my job, can't do this, can't do that." She goes, "Well, this is the actual facts."
It's the same. It's the same idiots.
They're going for jobs that there's actual shortages of people.
Well, I use that.
Does that sound familiar?
when I watched that, the first thing I thought of was my old man was in assisted living for 3 years. All his nurses were Indians, Sri Lankans, all South Asians.
Yeah, and someone might look at that and go, "Oh, they've all taken jobs."
No,
and
they're the
whatever."
only ones willing
But
to do
they're
the
the ones
work.
going for it.
Yeah.
That's right. Otherwise, no one will be doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same heads that turn up. It's the same dickheads in the fucking khakis. It's the same bogans driving fucking V8s, you know, from the mid-2000s. It's the same people. Oh, taking my job. No, they're not. You lost your job because you're a drunk.
You're a drunk.
No, I'm just making the point.
And you won't go do that job.
Exactly.
Are you going to go drive a fucking Uber? No, fuck away, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But no, seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't, man. It annoyed me, man. It's like the protests and all that. It's like, and I love how we're the silent majority. Man, like fucking 10,000 people turned up across the world, like the country. How is that a majority, man?
Nah, they're forced.
A majority is like, 10 million. Like that's a majority. Not fucking 10,000. Few disgruntled bogans don't make up the majority.
Unfortunately, there's a bit of a following, but look. Yeah.
You voted for him.
I voted for Gene Simmons.
I bet you did.
From the music video of Lick It Up.
Yeah.
Lick it up. He's just staring at the camera.
Probably did.
Fucking hell.
I don't know, man.
100%.
I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
No, they're full of it, man. They just want to cause trouble. That's it.
We're in a very delicate.
Yeah, that's the call. I think it's just
very delicate.
I mean,
can you let him finish talking?
Oh, yeah, go. Sorry.
No, but I'm saying we're in a delicate state. There's, this racial tension. We've all coming from non-English speaking backgrounds, yeah. But
speak for yourself, mate.
No,
know what you're talking about here, mate. But
in my mind, I've never felt as much tension as what we're feeling it now, through a wide range of factors. Do we have cost of living is a factor.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with racial fucking tension?
Yeah, that's
No, but what I'm saying is that it's all these factors and they all compound to each other and causes a lot. Surely what's happening overseas is destabilising, cause tension. Do we need to bring it, all the issues of overseas, do we need to bring them here? Once upon a time we didn't. Because we were always, and I'd like to think Australia's always been a country multicultural in its very essence.
Of course it has.
Where you bring in people.
The only people that had laid stake to this clan, they wiped them out.
But I can say from, like my father, and I've said it before, my father and mother migrated in the 50s.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they were told when they migrated across, A, you're going to work, and B, you're going to assimilate.
Yeah.
That's the key. And I'm not sure whether or not the assimilation piece is as prevalent today as what it was back then. And
what I mean, new migrants.
Yeah. And what I mean by assimilation is, it's Australia first, because this is the country that you migrated to. Yeah. And you keep, I'm not saying to lose your culture or your identity.
I can understand that, right? Because that's what my mum said when she came here. She made the effort to assimilate.
Yeah,
that's why she never really, she said she never really experienced racism, right? Because she made the effort.
Spot on.
She made the effort to work in different industries, restaurants, wherever, learnt to speak English, and had friends, right? But I can say this with confidence, all right? If I'm if you look at the Yenya that are like in their 80s now and 90s and all that, how many of them still can't speak English and never left their houses?
Yeah, there's heaps of them.
And so many I've gotten in so many arguments with relos back in the day at the Theo at the Barbie that's sitting there being the biggest racist piece of shit. And I'm like, why are you still here? You had every opportunity to buy a ticket and fly out.
My parents don't hold that. But I'm saying, as a very small sample.
Do you really reckon they assimilated greater then? Because I don't.
No, I don't think so. Because I've met, even now, especially where I'm working now, there's a lot of different cultures, including Indians and stuff, and you meet some of them, and they're very assimilated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Some even more than, like you mentioned, I still know some that, even now, they hardly know a fucking word of English, right?
So where have you been living
Whereas these guys have more assimilated. So basically, back then, you'd have some that did and some that didn't. There's no difference now. So maybe there's certain pockets of certain groups of people, maybe whatever. But the point is, and you tried to mention before about, things happen now, cost of living, this, that. You know what, George? If you're a racist, you're going to be a racist whether we're in fun times or bad times.
Yeah, it's true.
Cost of living is jack compared to the character of a person. You know what I mean? Either you are or you're not.
What I was saying, my mind is telling me that the stresses of the world is probably it's as stressed, certainly in my lifetime. You know, I don't know how you see it, Andy. You know, but for me, looking at what's happening on a daily basis, both in-house and overseas, and I think the fact that we're a more connected world, has it always been there, or is it because we are more connected?
It's always been there, but it's been highlighted now. That's the thing. And we're seeing more of these, you know.
Yeah, but is it the fact, though? This is the question. Is it the fact?
What do you mean, is it the fact?
Is it the fact that crime has actually gone up, or is it the fact that social media?
Crime.
No, but he's talking about. I think he's talking about a lot of shit.
We're talking about highlighting.
Do you know what it is?
No,
I think it's
whatever.
No, hang on. I'll tell you what it is.
It's also violence and crime.
I'll tell you what it is. George has a point about it being a pressure cooker right now because there's high stress because of like cost of living and all that. Because high stress, right, generates fear, generates anxiety, so it's easier to sensationalize any issue you want. You can weaponize anything because once you got people agitated and frantic, anything. It's like, you know, something could happen now and I could just say it's Con's fault and everyone could just jump on him because we're all highly...
Yeah, but that's different. We're talking about
so what I'm saying
things.
is, all right, so let's take this for example, right? Okay, so you got the pick an African nation, pick an African migrant that, you know, got into a fight and killed someone or whatever on the street, right? Does that mean that like bogans aren't killing other bogans or anything else?
Oh, no.
You're telling me deaths just stopped and Australia was a utopia and now it's just migrants causing issues? Like, no, they're the ones making the news because they're the ones that sell the newspapers. Not because all of a sudden there's an influx of Sudanese. And
there was an interesting, I saw it the other day, and I think her name was Jackie Felgate. She on 3AW? One of those?
Fuck 3AW.
No. I only brought it up because...
I know where you're going. Yeah.
I don't listen to them, man.
Sure.
But I heard...
You're the one that you call up at like 11 at night.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, my name's Trent.
I'm far from it.
It's about those migrants.
No. They had her on... My lucky this. They had her on because for a long time, it's always been... You know, F and wog ball and all I do is trouble and blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole stereotype, etc. Similar to what we're talking about wogs and this is what they're about and wog ball is an extension of that and etc. She brought up and said, why is it that at X game, and she was highlighting AFL games, you know, there was punch-ons between this and this and this and that and that and that and that. She highlighted all this stuff and she goes, but you don't see it on the news. They don't broadcast it or go on about it. They go, but some little thing happens at the soccer and it's all over like fucking global catastrophic news.
Sensationalism.
She brought that up. That's why I highlighted her. I go, that was fucking unreal by her because a lot of times we bring up arguments like that. When I say we, us soccer-loving people, whether they're journalists or whether they're, you know, us, and it's always been, you know, echo chamber, you guys talk shit. She highlighted it from a different perspective, and, you know, you got fucking crickets from the other clowns that she was throwing.
She actually spoke very well, Jackie, really spoke well. But you also raise a very, very interesting point about the way that media today cover issues. You know, mainstream media, you know, they always have a slant on things. I just feel that we've lost our central view of things, you know, the good and the bad. It seems to be a lot more slanted and they skipassi everything that they want to skipassi.
Who was it that said it? Was it Denzel Washington in an interview? He was doing an interview on the red carpet and he said it's not about being, like, you journalists have got a big responsibility. It's not about being it's not about being right, it's about being first. The first to broadcast it.
Yeah.
And then you got misinformation. He goes, if you don't follow the news, you're uninformed. If you do follow the news, you're misinformed. Yeah? The problem now is because we've got AI and we've got anyone can be a broadcaster of anything. Remember back in the day when, like, the news would come on at 6 and your old man would be standing with his hands behind his back, like watching it like he was in fucking church or something. You know what I mean? This is the news. This is what's happening.
But with this, though.
Yeah. And a cigarro maybe or a coffee. 6 o'clock and he's on the fucking Greek coffees. That is gone, man. Now it's like news 24/7 from every dickhead. And the problem is the misinformation. I remember even my old man years ago, like 10 years ago when he got onto Facebook for the first time, he saw me shit, like, get that off, like, I'm like, that's rubbish, man. Like, yeah. And I'm like Googling, and like this, I'm like, like fact check some shit.
Yeah.
No one fact checks anything now.
But look, I think as you said before, Dim, it's the fact that crime has certainly gone up across the western side. You know what I mean? But I understand that they are broadcasting what they want to broadcast. Unfortunately, that's obviously what is happening. But overall, because of what cost of living and so forth, people obviously don't have money, and they are obviously doing what they can to. Look, there's idiots that go out there thinking they're top dick and fucking going into shops, grabbing what they want and walking out like they're fucking the mafia.
You wouldn't want to be a retailer.
You know what I mean? Or just walking into someone's house with a machete, or just walking into some cunt's car just saying, give me the fucking keys. But, mate, I feel like this particular generation don't give a fuck, and they'll do what they want. I'm not talking about where they came from. I'm talking about a age group right now. And I think that it's just getting worse in that particular age group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like anyone like born in the early,
It's because they're laxing laws out, right? So cops have got their hands tied. They can't actually do anything.
No, you know what it is too, Dim? It's, as I used as an example at Oakley one time, no, Sophie, no. No, Sophie, no. Like, literally, they just do not discipline kids anymore, man.
But your hands are tied, Con.
Yeah. No, Sophie, no.
Yeah, but your hands
just
are tied.
broken, man. Like, you know what I mean?
This is what
if I was us, if my old man said, the fuck out of here, mate! Said, I'm Muslim, man, I can see. You know what I mean? Like, literally, man. I would fear what my repercussions would be. But now these kids can just walk into a fucking shop, fucking grab the most expensive fucking TV and just take it out. Try to stop me.
When you have, unfortunately, and this is not a criticism of the police force at all, because all they've got is a torso. They don't have hands and they don't have legs. And they're literally trying to administer the law with a torso.
So, as we had this conversation before, George, as you can... And I'm hearing a lot of these stories. Unfortunately, I'm only going by what I can hear. But a lot of people taking law in their own hands. They literally just like fucking chase them down and try to fucking beat them to death. Not to death, sorry, beat them. You know what I mean? Well, because they know cops aren't going to do shit. So I've actually heard it firsthand a couple of days ago. The guy literally ran down to catch him, missed him, and guess what they did?
Oh.
They fucking came back.
What do you mean?
They came back.
Who came back?
The guys who tried to steal his car.
So, hang on, a car was getting stolen.
Yeah, so the guy I know, it was his car.
Yeah.
He chased him down, lost him, called the cops. When the cops were there, they came back, and I think he chased him down again, and they got him.
Oh.
Like, but they're like, man, it's like the cops are like, they're not allowed to touch him. It's like that, can I touch you, sir? Or can I cut your hair, sir? That shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like that now that they have to ask.
There's the problem.
You know what I mean? We've gone to this so sensitive fucking...
Con, when you have no fear because there are no repercussions.
No.
It's like anarchy.
So, yeah. So it's not racial or anything like that.
It's literally got nothing to do with racial. Man. It's got to do with the watering down of what can be policed. That's what it is.
That needs to change.
And it has to change.
Yeah, but therein lies the paradox.
But you know what's going to happen?
So you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you,
this is what
that it's about, a generation and the time and whatever and this and that. Whereas the dickheads we were talking about earlier, they were saying all those problems, it's because of the immigrants.
No. Well, let's look past that.
That's what they're saying.
Okay, I understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's one topic. But what I'm saying on my topic is it's the youth of now. It's not. It's.
What do you do?
Unfortunately, as you said before, they're obviously televising the Sudanese kids and all this kind of stuff. But it's not just them. I mean, the cars are being robbed and fucking.
That's my point, Con.
Yeah.
We're saying that's what we're trying to say. What you're saying now, it's all we're disagreeing with you.
I understand it, but
what we brought up before, their whole argument is that
I know.
You know how we fix it? No more immigration because it's them, it's whatever. And that's purely racist based.
I understand that.
That's the bottom line.
But all I'm saying to you is the law in Australia is going to become less and less. Like, I mean, it's always going to be the police, obviously, but it's almost like Australians, because obviously they live here anyway. So Australians are going to be taking matters in their own hands more and more.
Yeah, but then that's just like George said before. That's anarchy, man. Like that's not.
But what can be fixed? What can be fixed?
Well, there's got first.
You see these like fucking go to a hairdresser's and you're like, can I touch your head, sir? Like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Colin, why are these offenders out on bail so quickly? Why? Within 12, 24 hours, they're out on bail.
What happened to the good old Yellow Pages days?
Yellow Pages?
Didn't you hear about the Yellow Pages days?
No.
Don't you know about that?
No.
Hold the book.
Hold the book. no. No fucking.
It was the old days interrogation
Haven't you
techniques.
heard about this?
No.
Oh yeah.
Look, legit, man. It's their era,
What do
not
you
mine.
mean?
That's their time.
It was
I know what a Yellow Pages is. Yeah.
Hold it.
no, but it'd be like hold it.
Hold it.
Oh, like on your chest.
Yeah, against your body.
Yeah.
And then they'd biff you through that.
Like punches.
In other words, to try and minimise
the bruising,
marking and stuff.
Yeah.
So that whatever happens to you, you feel it, but they go,
no evidence.
Do anything.
No evidence.
Like the wrestling. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I never understood that. They got wrestling moves like the neck breaker. No one's neck got broke. They got up, shook it off, and jumped off a rope. Like,
yeah.
Anyway,
they were very well choreographed.
It sells.
moves.
It
But
sells.
it's a sport.
So, a question.
Wrestling is not a sport.
Hey, can I ask you something? Hey, Dim, I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh God.
No, honestly, no shit.
I don't go that way, man. Continue.
You can walk. You get into your fucking house, and this fucking 14-year-old rocks up with a fucking
machete,
box cutter, whatever the fuck he's going to be carrying right now.
A box cutter.
I'll kick his ass out onto the street. That's
so what would you do? Honestly, what will you do? Call the cops? Would you do that?
Okay, hang on.
Honestly, first thing you'll do, give me your fucking keys to that.
Can you? You asked me.
I'm giving you a scenario. Give me the keys to your fucking car now.
He's 14 years old.
He's 14 years old with a fucking knife.
A box cutter or a knife?
A knife. I could say a knife.
Because a box cutter is not intimidating.
Okay,
I laugh
a
at
knife.
a box cutter.
A knife, even a machete, man.
I'd
like
pull one
whatever.
out of my pocket and start cutting my wrist in front of him. Like, you want to go? All right.
In all honesty.
All right. Is this guy like 50 foot tall or is he 14 like literally?
14, let's say 6 foot 14-year-old.
6 foot. What are these kids, man? Fucking wrestlers.
Man, have you seen some of these kids, man?
Just because you're deteriorating away.
Yeah. Go.
Am I on my property?
You're in your property. They walk into your property. Give me the keys to your fucking.
Okay.
Give me the keys to your fucking car now.
I won't get into my house anyway. First of all,
am I outnumbered, or is it just one guy?
Oh, there could be one.
Two?
There could be one of them in the car, maybe.
In the car, not in the house.
Not
with
in
me?
the house. No.
All right. If you know anything about me, all right. I'm fucking. For those of you playing along at home, okay.
Public
if you know
service announcement.
anything, this is a public service announcement. Metro trains. All right. If you know anything about me, from the day I fucking moved to Noble in 2013, I've had a trolley pole next to my bed, along with a shank I made by accident.
Allegedly.
Right?
Allegedly.
I also have a rounder's bat that I got off a mate that sits by my front door. Right? And a trolley pole that sat by my front door. I've taken that shit with me to every house I've ever lived in. Hang on, let me finish. Someone saw it in my house once. They said, is that really necessary, man? I looked at them. I go, all right, I'll tell you. It was a Saturday night. I was here, right, just kicking it, whatever. In Noble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I was in Noble, Saturday night, just sitting there. Right? I get up, I go to the door, and there's like 3 guys standing there. One big, bald, like shaved head dude in a black leather jacket. Some skinny looking dude in the middle looked completely like...
Oh, you got the peephole, right? No, did you open the door or not? I'm just asking.
There is no peephole. I can't afford peepholes. The glory hole cost too much.
I was going to say peep show, but
he kept getting it in the ear. Yeah, go.
Who's there? Oh! There's a hole directly into the bathroom here that no one can see. All right? There's a kid in the middle. I'll never forget this. There's a kid in the middle just sort of looking really awkward and out of place, like he didn't want to be there. And there's another guy next to him in another black leather jacket, average build, whatever. And he said some name to me.
Was he Caucasian?
Yeah, all of them. And he goes, I can't remember the name, right? And I'm standing, because I've just opened the door like, you know.
Oh, the chain's still locked.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right. And I've got one hand on the bat as I've opened the door. And I'm just looking at him. And he says, are you such and such? I went, who? And he says the name again. As he says it again, the bald guy, the big dude, was walking, like, coming in towards me. I didn't budge. And I said, who? I think you're at the wrong house, man. And they sort of looked at me. They stared at each other. They looked at the young skinny kid, and the skinny kid just sort of shrugged. And that was it. I think you need the one 3 doors down. And then they walked off.
So you're a snitch?
No.
Bitch is a snitch.
At that time, there were 3 dealers living in my building. 2 of them we didn't care about, right? Because one guy was dealing like out of his apartment, quiet, low key. He was friendly, man. I'd see him, he was like, hey, how are you? You know, like whatever. We just knew he was dealing, right? There was another house that was full of like these lunatics. They were like parties every day, trashing cars, leaving trash everywhere.
Alitia.
Yeah, just generally ruining the building. And that's who we had an issue with, right? I think you got the wrong house because there was music blaring like at that very point. And then I found out, I mentioned the name to one of my mates, and he goes, man, I know that name. That guy's in jail. He goes, words are that he snitched or something and they're looking for someone, or he's just come out of jail, something like that. I had my hand on the bat the entire time, the trolley pole. And I said to the guy, whoever it was, I can't remember who it was, I said to him, I told him that story. I go, I've had that thing one time. I've had it, and I'm glad I had it there. I'd rather go 10 years and never having to look at it than needing it and not having it there. Because that could have gotten ugly big time. If the guy came in at me, I would have just slammed the door shut. By the time, if I hadn't managed to lock it and he tried to get through, hands on the pole, ready to start swinging, man.
So that's what you would do if someone walked in?
If a 14-year-old kid came into my property, right, and he's got someone waiting in the car, it's literally like that scene out of, what's the one with Chaz Palminteri and Robert De Niro? The one set in the Bronx? I keep forgetting, Bronx Tale. Where they invite the bikers into the bar. The bikers cozy, like settle in. They get rowdy. They spray the bartender with the beers. So Chaz Palminteri goes to the front door, locks it, he goes, and now you can leave. And then all these dudes come running out and they beat the fuck out of these bikers. Once he's in your house, he's fair game, man. If he threatens your livelihood, your life, your family, whatever, fuck him. I could care less.
So you take law in your own hands?
Yes.
You wouldn't call the cops?
I'm not going to, if a kid's coming at me with a box cutter or a knife, I'm not going to.
What are you going to do to go, hang on, man?
Hang on, sir. I've just got to make a phone call.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is how it's going to be. A lot of people are going to just take the law in their own hands.
Yes, but there's a difference between becoming a vigilante and
not a vigilante going out there like Batman. More the fact that the cunt's going to be fucking coming into your house.
Yeah, but I get what he's saying. There is a difference between being a vigilante, take the law into your own hands, or circumstance dictated,
self-defense.
My life's threatened, I'm going to defend myself. That's different.
I'm not saying become a vigilante group. That's just fucked.
I'm not saying vigilante group, saying let's call fucking Joe Blow and his team to come fuck him up.
Yeah, but in any circumstance, even go back fucking 30 years ago, if I was in that situation, my mum literally did that, man. And we're talking like 40 years ago.
Well, she got the kutala out. Fucking
I'm not kidding. No, this is all shit aside.
No shit.
Yeah, fucking gun, man. They came to bust into my dad's house. Our house.
Yeah. This is when your dad was around?
Yeah, but my dad wasn't there. They busted in. It was my mum and my sister, right? And they were going to start some shit and whatever. And then my mum, in a moment of whatever, she thought, split second, either shit's going to go down here or I'm going to run into the street and she's going to cause a scene and try and whatever. And she did. She ran out, hysterical, whatever. Tried to get some attention, whatever. These guys panicked as well. And then in the end, it worked out.
No shit.
But that literally happened. A home invasion.
Yeah.
With this. I'm not talking
So
about
was
with
it-
a box cutter.
So were they
At the
literally just
house
there?
now? The house that
Yes,
she's-
there.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
But did you? Was it like just a robbery that didn't go well for them?
House in-
Yeah.
Home invasion,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. No, just in case it was like they were after his dad or something. I don't know.
No, well, obviously my dad had businesses for a long time.
Yeah,
They must have
worked it out.
here, there, whatever. Go, we're going to go try
Okay,
and get something.
look.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
ended up being
The last-
There we go.
and that's how they dealt with it. Now that was yesterday.
Yeah.
That was like 40 years ago. So it was life or death situation. What am I going to do? You're going to deal with it. There's no, am I going to call cops or whatever? It was,
Fight or flight. That's it. And
that's exactly what I'm trying to
yeah,
bring up. Yeah.
Right. The last episode I did on my own, right, I was talked about a mate who went through a hijacking. This happened like 2 months ago in South Bank. So we share an office space, right? My office is next to his. It's 8:30, whatever. And I've said, all right, I'm done for the day. You know, I'm out, right? He goes, all right, cool. Are you finishing up soon? Yeah. Finishing soon. All right, cool. I go home. I get changed. I lie down on my couch. 10 minutes into my, dozing off sort of thing. Phone's going off. Mate, he goes, I'm fucking I can't remember if he said I'm in the office. I've locked the office or I'm in like the stairwell or something. I just got hijacked, attempted carjacking, and I've just run back into the building, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? I go, have you called the cops? What's going on? He goes, yeah, I've called them. They're on their way. I got up, got dressed, because I'm only fucking 5 minutes away, not even. Got in the car, drove down there, caught him on the street. Two cop cars have already pulled up. Go, what happened? So he's replaying it to me. He was coming out of the garage, right, at the parking of the building, and as he's gone through, he's used his card to open the gates, because after, 6 o'clock, it's all locked down. He's gone out, and someone's tailgated him in a van and come straight up behind him trying to ride it with him out. But the thing's already dropped, right? And he's seen it, and he's just thought to himself, oh, they're just, trying to get out. They didn't have a ticket or whatever. They want to pay. So he's opened the door to his car, jumped out and said, hey guys, you need to have a ticket or a credit card to get out. It won't open like that. And he just doesn't think about it. He just walks over. These two fucking goons get out. One guy's like huge, he's Polynesian looking dude, yeah? Fucking face tats, all that sort of shit. And my mate's not a big bloke, you know what I mean? And he's gone up to him, grabbed his phone, because he had his phone out, and wrestled with his phone. While he's up, it was like, man, I can't just let you out. It's this whole sort of ruckus thing. The other guy jumped out of the passenger seat, jumped in his car, and drove off with it. That's it. So then he's wrestled with the guy with the phone, and he's convinced him, you need to give me the phone back so the Face ID opens, so I can think. This guy was imposing, man. Eventually snatched it out of his hands and ran back into the building, and it's, there's only one way to get out of that building. You know what I mean? It all locks down. Well, that's the thing. By the time the cops got there, this guy figured it out and got the fuck out. He ran out, right? Van was still there. Coppers came down. When I was there, he's relaying this story to me. Cops rock up. I use my card to open the gates up. They get the sniffer dogs in there. They run in. Guy had already taken off, but they found the van. It was just full of shit, e-bikes and just scutta. They've been clearing out the storage lockers for ages. My mate was still jazzed up on adrenaline, and he's following on his phone, he's got the app, he's got his laptop in the car. He's like, man, this car's over there, and it's like a self-start, it's a push-button start, so once it's switched off, that was it. And he's just following it, monitoring it, going around South Melbourne, right? Just doing rounds. And he's like, let's go. I go, just stop. I go, you're not going anywhere. He's like, no, let's go. They're just around there. I go, listen, man, I get you got the adrenaline going and all that, but I go, that could have ended up a lot fucking worse than what it did.
100%.
When I watched the security thing, I genuinely got scared, man. Right? I'm not the smallest guy. I'm not even the biggest guy, but I'm watching this and I'm thinking, fuck. And I said to him, I go, this could have gone a lot worse. These guys are clearly opportunists. They don't give a fuck. I go, it would have taken one swing from this guy. You would have been in intensive care. You know what I mean? Now, over a car or a phone, parta. I'm not going to get into a fucking fight.
This is what we're, like we said from the very outset, has it always been there? It has.
Yeah.
But to what degree? Or is it just because it's so more highlighted today? I
don't know. I don't have an answer
Look,
to that. I don't know how. What do you think,
The
Andy?
worst part is, even if it has increased, look, don't forget, things increase and decrease a lot. Whether it's crime rates, whether it's this, whether it's that, a lot of things fluctuate. But the one thing that's changed 100%, whether it has fluctuated or not, is things were telephone books and stuff.
Oh,
and, and quiet. When I say quiet, things happen behind
The
closed
unwritten
doors.
law. It was the unwritten
and no one
law.
knew about it, right? Whereas now, things happen.
Yeah.
And that's why, for example, you don't see cops doing whatever anymore because they're like, get your phone out of my face.
Yeah.
And, all that stuff and whatever, for good and bad. You know what I mean?
100%.
Sometimes it's good that they can spot certain things, but a lot of times it's bad as well. Whether it's good or bad, the fact is it's there. That's my point. That's the difference. Everything is recorded, whether it's for personal, when I say personal, it's for backup, like, I've got it, be careful, the thing, or whether they're just chasing clicks and malakis, for posting and whatever the purpose is,
they're just too scared.
It's all there.
I think they're also scared that they're going to get sued all the time. You know what I mean? That's just
my point is, regardless of what it's being used for, the fact is it's there. So a lot of things get recorded now. And not just from this. Don't forget now it's also, like whether it's a business or even people's homes. They've all got cameras all over the place now. You know what I mean?
Standard, dash cams.
So, something happened next door near my brother's place about a few months ago. And the cops came to investigate and they noticed that my brother had surveillance camera stuff. And they actually asked, do you mind we have a look? Because there's an incident we need. If there's video footage, we're going to use it if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do. That's what they do.
Yeah, but they're there. Look, I've said this before. When I worked for a security company, everyone's against fucking cameras until they actually need them. Yeah? And then it's like, why the cameras weren't turned on?
Yeah.
You didn't even want them to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the whole point. And that's my point, that now whether it's surveillance cameras on site,
you know what the
whether
problem
it's
is?
people walking around with cameras, a lot of
Most
things
cops have
get
got body
recorded
cams.
now.
Yeah.
I'll
Whether
tell
it's
you-
on them, whatever.
I'll tell you what the problem is, all right?
Yes, tell us.
No, I'm serious.
I'm not saying it's a problem.
No.
I'm saying that that's the
I
difference
just
in the
figured it
life
out.
we live now
Here we go.
versus what happened
Why are
then.
you laughing?
Even, how many times have we talked about, like, you go to a concert now,
Yeah.
and 90% of the people are like this.
I hate that.
I've got 3 phones, but I'm not using them to record anyone. I prefer
but you
to
get,
pay money
this
for
is
this.
my point.
There you go.
Everything now is recorded.
I'll tell you what the problem is, all right? Cameras and all that hold people accountable, okay? It forces you to be on good behavior, right? But this is the problem. Every dickhead now has a camera with a phone with a camera, so now they have an outlet to a greater audience than they ever would have deserved. Ever.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
You got mouthpieces now reaching millions of people in seconds. Where it's like any other life, you would have died alone and no one would have ever thought anything about your opinions ever. But these Yifty come out and now they become certified, right, online, whether they're influencers, whether they're fucking pop culture personalities, whether real news. Like, you're not the real news, man. You're just a fucking racist. Like, whatever it is, right? These Yifty that haven't had a single logical thought in their heads, all of a sudden have 100,000 followers. They're fucking revered.
And a lot of it is manufactured bullshit.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and then all these stupid opinions, right, whether it's hard left or hard right or whatever, feed into the fucking pipeline to the point where politicians start thinking, shit, like these are the reforms. No, they're not. We're now just catering to the 1% that didn't even matter. We didn't get to this point in society by catering to the 1%. The 1% that didn't have a single logical fucking thought. Any other universe that would have been considered mentally fucking defective. You know what I mean? Now we're creating laws around it to protect this species of people.
You talk about they, them.
I'm talking left and right. Like
Okay.
either which way, right?
Doesn't matter what they are.
I'm not talking about like, LGBTs or whatever. You could go the other way and say, oh no, this guy's, he's not a violent, criminal or violent offender. He's just got mental health issues. No, it can go either way. That's why you get these people cashing out bonds in 24 hours. It's like, man, this guy's got fucking 6 assault charges. Oh, no. He's just misunderstood. You know what I mean? Just some therapy. Some community therapy.
There are no
TLC.
Yeah, rehabilitated in a week.
Comes back to actions, repercussions, and when repeat offenders don't feel as if they know, she'll be right because I'll get out again, they'll keep repeating.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. They've gone out. If they've been repeated offenders for like 8 times, 9 times.
And this is the thing.
They're like, man, I'm untouchable, man.
I'll say one more thing, right? And I'll leave it, okay? This is the thing. Every generation, every decade, every generation, especially just a generation, right? Something happens, there's a big social push, whatever it is, and the status quo changes, right? It shifts direction, more so for good, right? I mean, you can look at the civil rights movement, you can look at like whatever, right? There's a reason why we're not getting called wogs on the street, because the status quo changed at some point.
It evolves.
Right? It evolves. It has to, yeah? The problem is because of the fucking mouthpieces and people celebrating these fucking idiots, right, from left and right, that any other universe would have been called mentally unstable, and now we're celebrating them in inclusivity, and I say it as well, right, like I said, it goes left and right. It's not just, the LGBTs that are extremes. You can go to Spanian, that Malaka from Sydney that became an influencer overnight and started a kebab truck. Everyone talks like he's a fucking genius. I looked him up. I'm like, he was a drug dealer that had assault charges. And now people look at him like, he's the truth. I'm like, no, he's not.
The truth.
You know what I mean? He's just some Malaka from Sydney. Like, are you for real? How has he got a mouthpiece? No one would care about this dickhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Now we're catering to these idiots. He would get a seat at a round table discussion with politicians before any of us did. Who are you, man?
Who are
I grew up in the hood. No, you didn't. I went to jail. And I never did. I never went to jail. Is that like a star? You know what I mean?
Stars and stripes, yeah.
It's a badge
Do
of honor.
you know what I mean? Like, get fucked. Like, it goes both ways, man. You can throw the they-thems in there as well. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'm throwing everyone under the bus.
They're cooked too.
I'm just saying, we're catering to these fucking idiots now, all in the eyes of inclusivity, because that's what's important. No. It's the fucking, the strongest 1% that fucking propelled these societies forward, not the weakest or the people that fucking strayed from the flock. You know what I mean? Hey, I know I'm going on a rant.
No. But I think there's no one here that fucking disagrees with you. That's the problem.
Well, I disagree with me.
No, the problem of this world, you know what I mean? The fact that 1%, they think that they're the fucking, they're the martyr of the world. And they fucking think, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like, if I don't speak up, I'm speaking for all the fucking people that think they're fucking chest of drawers tomorrow. And, I want to speak up for them. Well, bugger me this today.
Okay,
You're not a fucking chest of drawers.
I'll tell you what.
You're a cooked cunt.
Are those chest of drawers from IKEA?
Have probably not been loved before, and good on you.
Prefabricated.
Yeah, prefabricated. Fucking IKEA fucking sabula, and good on you, man.
All right, wait
good
a
on
second.
you.
I'll find a way to circumnavigate this to something that's fucking recent as of today. Charlie Kirk was fucking
Magellan.
killed, right?
I was waiting for
Charlie Kirk, right? He was killed today.
Yep.
Funnily enough, I always avoided his shit. For years, I avoided his shit. The last couple of weeks, he fed into the algorithm, right? And it's like, okay, I can see why, he's well-spoken, he's charismatic. 99% of his views I disagreed with, right? He's a hard far-right extremist, an evangelist extremist. Some of his views on, like, reparations, a few other things I could sort of understand. And like, okay, yeah, I get that. But 99% of his shit I disagree with, right? You just look at his base, but his base was huge, yeah? If it wasn't for him fucking stepping in when he did, Trump probably wouldn't have won the election, man. Like, he had a big fucking turning point, was a big reason why he won.
Yep.
I was just looking at him, looking at his beliefs today, just like, it's sad. Like, no one should get shot for an opinion, right?
Correct.
Ever. And the thing with him.
And then you hear fucking cunts like TMZ fucking cheering in the fucking background when they found out about it. Did you hear about that?
No, I know a lot of social media.
You can disagree with the guy. That's fine, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should. But they fucking cheer like he's fucking killed all these fucking people.
But you know what it is? I agree with you. No one deserves. Yeah. We shouldn't be killing it. But the thing is, he put this idea in a lot of people's heads because he would sit there and go,
Yeah.
he literally, it's all recorded, all this shit, right?
No. I watched a lot of it.
He would say, oh, look, with school shootings and whatever and this and that, sometimes we have to sacrifice some deaths for the greater good of Second Amendment and whatever. How the fuck do you say that, man?
This is what he said.
You cannot say that.
One of the things he said...
That's why people have no sympathy for him.
He said, one of the things he said, right, after the... he said, I can't stand the word empathy. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, so empathy is, made up, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly, right?
This is sort of I understand that.
He said, and his other thing,
agree with the shit that he says.
Hang on. The other thing he said was, I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. It's a prudent deal. It's rational. What he tied it in was, so like in America, they have like 50,000 deaths on the road, right? But they still drive cars. It's like, for the greater good, we can have 50,000 deaths because we still the plus of having cars, outweighs the deaths. So it's only a matter of,
that is not the same thing.
That's what he tried to attribute it to.
That's what he tried, but it's not the same.
The irony of it being is with cars, you can't just have a fucking Ferrari just for the fun of it. You can't just, there's checks and balances.
Yeah, I know.
You got to get tested. You got to go to the DMV. Yeah. You got to fucking sit through so many different tests and registrations. With guns, just walk into a store. And you have like CCs. You can't just buy, like you get a bike license. You can't just pick up a 1100
it's all
cc
regulated.
bike.
That's the whole point.
You got to start on a 250 and you got to work your way up. There, it's like, bump stock ammunition, semi-AR, done. You know what I mean? The irony of Charlie Kirk's last words was that guy asked him about how many trans shooters were involved, how many trans people were involved in shootings in the last 2025. And then he asked him how many,
so that was literally moments before he died.
Yeah, this was literally moments. And he says how many shootings were involved. And Charlie Kirk used his last words to say, does that include gang shootings? You know what I mean? Gang-related shootings. It's like even in his last minute, his last seconds, he tried to find a way to throw LGBT and fucking gang warfare under the bus as if it's all just black people and Mexicans shooting each other and gay people.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? One thing Charlie Kirk did say, right, which I did respect, was he says you need to have conversation, right? Once conversation stops, problems start arising. You need to constantly be in conversation. And he used like an analogy like, conversation stops in a marriage, the marriage is going to fall apart. You know what I mean? You need to be, you got to feel each other out. You got to know what everyone's sitting at and, work the room and blah, blah, blah. I'll give him that. But anyone can just look at his fucking shit and in 5 minutes can tear it apart and say, man, what a fucking hypocrite. Paradigma, right? He was an evangelist, like hardline fucking fundamentalist Christian, pro-life, doesn't believe in separation of church and state, The irony being, he's all about small government, less regulations, more freedom, blah, blah, blah. But, ironically, doesn't want people to have freedom of choice in regards to their body, freedom of choice in regards to, healthcare and all that sort of shit. It's only when it suits their ideology, right? He's big on, his Christian beliefs and virtues and shit like that, and it's the fabric of fucking America and skata la la la. He was a fervent supporter of Donald Trump, the biggest philandering fucking con artist on the planet. 3 ex-wives, fucking, 2 ex-wives, 3 multiple affairs, and
he cheated on each wife.
Yeah. Liable for fucking sexual assault and everything else he's done. Nah, we've got to support this guy. What do you mean, malaka? That makes no sense. There's so many other things, man, if you read about it.
Did you also hear that, based on all that, he said if his daughter got raped, he would force her to carry the child.
He says,
force her.
How fucking
not even
inhumane
give her a
is that?
choice.
Is that not inhumane? How insane is that? The Republican mouthpieces, such as himself and everyone else.
Because what he's saying was, why is it the newborns? Because I think what his mindset was, once it's been conceived, it's a life. And it's not the life's fault that its life has been created. That's
but
why.
That's the whole point of
But I'm just giving you his idea, though, of why he said what he says.
Yeah, but he's imposing on his daughter.
Yeah, I know that, but he's been like that with anyone else. That's what he says about everyone else who He's a rape victim. You know what I mean? He's saying, why would you want to kill a life? What's it?
But you're assuming
if you're a rape victim outcome, why do you deserve to die for that? That's what his idea is.
Yeah, but he's not saying give birth to the kid and then kill it.
No, he's just saying don't kill it, don't abort it, don't do anything, have it. That's what he's saying. I'm just telling you what he's saying.
I know what he's saying there, but I don't agree with him. But that's the whole point.
Both of you stop yelling, please. Okay? Please. All right? Jesus, God. Anyway, look, all I'm saying is he was as charming, as charismatic, and he was well spoken, right? But he falls into the trap of Ben Shapiro, right? When I first discovered Ben Shapiro, I thought he was intelligent and well spoken and reasonable. And then
he fizzled out real quick.
Yeah, because he was a fucking idiot, right? Then I remember talking about this with a mate of mine, and I said, "Who does Ben Shapiro fucking debate?" And my mate was like, "It was on the podcast." He goes, "Students mostly." I'm like, "Exactly. Who does Charlie Kirk debate? Students."
That are impressionable.
20-year-old, 19-year-old students have got no idea, just reading buzzwords off the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he even went to.
It's like, all right,
I think
man.
before he died, didn't he go to Cambridge or something, like one of the massive universities? No, I don't know what it's.
I don't know.
In the UK, and he was actually debating not only students but like
yeah, all right,
professors
man.
and shit.
But the majority of the bulk of his audience and the bulk of his fucking content was him doing that. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, 100% in unis.
Students there, like liberal arts students, never lived a day in their life.
I think what another one that he says was universities useless.
That's he was. He said dropouts. Yeah,
yeah.
They got more dropouts than anything else.
Yeah, it's useless. He goes.
Yeah, but that's his personal opinion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand some of it is radical. Man, it's like a Greek priest saying that gays should fucking never.
You really
get
want me to go there?
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You really want me to go there?
But there's no real difference. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, let me rephrase that. It's a hardcore religious person. Yeah, you do not need to agree with him. Ever.
Yes, but
no one deserves. The difference is a hardcore religious person and someone who says that kids who died in school shootings, well, that's just the sacrifice we make. We've got to have a few deaths to justify having the Second Amendment.
Because he never thought...
So I never heard that. I've never heard that.
That's what he said there.
I believe you. I believe you.
Not just he happened to say it. He lived on that. Like, I will fucking till the day I die. And karma... He ended up dying
in a school
being
shooting.
shot like that.
Because he never thought of himself being a target.
Have you seen the footage?
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's insane.
Brutal.
Yeah, but you know what? That's one of how many in America per day?
Yeah.
How come they never empathize?
Dude, Ukrainian girl.
And the other thing.
Yeah, the Ukrainian girl. The psycho.
And the other thing to put in perspective.
And she was just sitting there dying with the other person was looking away.
Malaka Orange Man, who went all out like, poor Charlie Kirk and this and that, and shouldn't have happened, all the rest and whatever. And plus, on behalf of the government, we're going to put flags at half-mast and all that. How long ago was it when those actual Democrat politicians got murdered?
Yeah, I was going to...
Actual politicians, right? And not boo from him, no fucking half-masts and whatever.
No.
Where was the respect for them?
No, and there was also when Pelosi's husband got attacked by that nut job with the hammer.
Yeah,
they made fun of it, man. The right made fun of that across the spectrum.
So it's all about Ciferon.
There's always,
you know what I mean?
It's give and take, 100%, man.
So what's the listening? Yeah. How extremist have we become?
Yeah. Extremely polarized, man. 100%.
There's
no middleman. There's no middle
There's
anymore.
the very essence of, this discussion. And it's good discussion, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Excellent discussion. But how extremist have we come? Because Andy's right. When the pollies got slayed. Alternatively, there's also things that have happened from the other side that are not exposed because you've got this biased media.
Yeah.
So where are we heading? Once upon a time we used to have some information exchanges, right? In other words, we had stations that sort of sat in the middle, but that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's either extreme one way or extreme the other way. We're not getting this middleman.
I've got
anymore.
a sense. It can't be coincidental. It seems like ever since
COVID,
the last 5 years,
COVID.
It's
but
about
you know why? It's because everyone got bored out of their asses and were forced to go internal and start entertaining themselves. So they started buying into buying into every crackpot theory that would justify their outrage at being locked up and being forced to deal with their own selves, yeah? I keep saying
we're
it.
locked up for people forget we were locked up for 2 years.
Hey everyone, just pumping the brakes for a second. If you've made it this far and you haven't already, please subscribe to our Spotify, YouTube and social media accounts. It may just leave you feeling a little bit naughty. And now, back to the episode.
Listen, what happened to the Italians that were singing on the balconies and everyone thought this was such joyous, momentous occasion? What happened to all these dickheads that started making sour bread cob loaves in their houses? Are they still making sour bread cob loaves? No.
They were doing a sing-along between buildings.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. All that went out the window. I'm going to start a cooking channel. I'm sure you will, buddy. Yeah.
That guy, didn't that metalhead guy?
They post 3 fucking photos of cakes and biscuits, and then all of a sudden the account goes dormant. Why? Because they got their freedom back. They can go outside. And this is what shits me. In the last 5 fucking years, personally, right, outside of the fact that I dealt with COVID slamming my business down to its knees, outside of the fact that I had to change not fucking just jobs, I had to change industries and careers 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, 3 companies, 4 different fucking jobs, right, in the last 5 years. I've had to move apartments 3 times. Outside of that, I've still managed to progress like my timeline because I just persevered. You fucking deal with it. You shut the fuck up. You get up and you get on with the day. You don't sit here and bitch about how it could be or it should be. Shut the fuck up, man. Dan Andrews, everyone calls him the fucking dictator. He got voted in again. It wasn't a scam. He got fucking voted in again, man. People voted in droves. He's the longest running premier of this fucking state. How does that happen?
Correct.
How does that happen? And if it was a fucking scam, why didn't they tear down Parliament House? Go all out then, buddy.
Correct.
Wear your fucking camos and your fucking flag on your back like a malaka. Fucking storm the Parliament.
And the fucking Viking hat.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, remember him? Storm the fucking Parliament House and deal with it if you're the silent majority. I'd hit ya. As soon as everyone got their freedom back, no more I'm moving overseas. No more we live in a communist fucking state. No more I'm moving my family off the grid. Bullshit. You're still there ordering Uber Eats and collecting your fucking paychecks, man. Go fuck yourselves.
It's true.
I'm sorry because...
It's true.
I'm sorry because this really sort of buckled down on me, yeah? Because considering all the shit I went through, like say with my family, my old man, my fucking salary getting garnished, you know? I'm still going to work like a dickhead, getting paid less than I was making. Dickheads on Centrelink are getting fucking twice as much for doing nothing, just sitting at home. I'm like, are you for real, man? I'm paying for these cunts who sat at home during COVID. But I was getting less money because my bosses said, oh, look, you know, construction industry's gone to shit. We're going to have to garnish some salaries here, shave off your hours. What do you mean? All of a sudden, I'm working fucking twice as much, earning a third less, and I'm hearing butt up on that. You know how hard it is? Fuck off, man. You sat at home playing with yourself for fucking 2 years.
And they're the ones who complain still.
But how is it? Am I special? No, man. I've never had a handout, never had any fucking favors.
Oh, look, special, yes.
I'm fucking, dude, I'm a heterosexual fucking Caucasian male without a debilitating drug fucking addiction. The government's not helping me for shit. But I don't blame the government. It's just how it's set up. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. It just shits me, man, with the parapona, the fucking complaints. The complaints, man. Just shut up, man. You have a wife, 3 kids, a fucking $100,000 car, and you're going to tell me they've been hard done. What do you want, man?
99% of them
groups are even worse than those?
Yeah.
The sovereign citizens.
Don't start.
This can't
Well, you saw this lunatic.
Yeah, and that's the extreme part of it, yeah.
That lunatic.
Which one?
The dickhead who shot the cops.
Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, man.
Yeah, he's one of those.
I went to a fucking...
He's also...
Did I drove past?
He's one of those...
I was in Polpunka the week before.
He was from the original group we talked about earlier, the dickhead protesters, and he's a sovereign citizen.
I went and saw a client the other day, man, and they were fucking talking about it. And I said, wasn't he a lunatic? Like, I just said, I didn't think anything. I was like, wasn't he some sort of sovereign citizen lunatic? Oh, he's not a lunatic.
No, is he the new Ned Kelly now, is he?
Okay, what do you mean?
Are you serious?
He's like,
are they seeing him as a new Ned Kelly?
Did you know what the government had done to him? Like, what did they do to him? Like, what could they fucking do to him?
Who they think he was, man? Jason Bourne. what the government
Yeah,
did
that's
to
what I heard. 20 years he was leeching Centrelink.
Yeah, he was living off welfare.
Yeah. My taxes paid for a system that he leached, and he doesn't even believe
But he
in.
wants to complain about them.
Yeah. I don't believe in the system.
So you're saying
but I'm going to use it to
they're
my
actually
advantage.
praising him?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought, no,
They're
I did
talking
not
like
know.
he's some sort of hero. He killed two innocent cops.
And he's been a dog-bludging idiot for his whole life.
And you know, we got to say it respectfully, but what they tried to do to get him out, the whole conversation for nearly on 20 odd minutes.
Yeah.
They went. They did the best they could.
What actually happened? Because I woke up and
you might have seen what I saw. I saw cams. Obviously, everything's on cams.
I didn't
right?
see anything.
They went there. Yeah. They didn't bust through or anything. They actually went up. Hi, we are such and such. We are here. We have a warrant for this and that. They went fucking legit.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you're going to do this. Yeah, no, we're not going to. We've got a legitimate warrant. It's for this and that. And then in the end, he ended up fucking shooting them.
I think even his wife was screaming, don't come in, don't come in.
They try to come in.
Yeah, but they've got a warrant, man.
No, yeah, I know that. I think the wife
at the end of the day, cops have a job to do.
No,
and if they've got fucking legitimate warrants,
was worried that he was going to do what he did.
Yeah, but how's that their fault?
I know
the
that.
Cops,
I know that.
I mean?
But she should have. Yeah. Anyway,
what she should have done? What she could have done?
No, she said, "Don't come in." I'm not sure what he said, but she warned them about what he can do.
Yeah, but then it's going to go, I'll see you later, we're going to go.
No. Fucking be prepared.
Go back to the station. Did you get the warrant? Yeah, look, we walked away.
But she did a convincing argument and told us, no, we shouldn't go in, so we left. Yeah.
What do you mean, man?
Horrific.
She could have been held at gunpoint for all you know. You know what I mean?
And
how could he shoot?
And whether she knew what he was going to do, the point
question
is, it doesn't justify what he did. That's the whole point.
I'm not. Of course, I'm agreeing with you, Andrew. It's more the fact of there's 7 of them there. He shot 2 of them. How the fuck did he get away?
Look, sometimes
sometimes literally did.
Yeah, but don't forget there's what like you call home ground advantage, so to speak.
Yeah, did you watch Rambo?
He knew. He knew where he was. He knew. For all we know, he even had fucking planned getaway plans or something, whatever. You know
and who knows? He might,
or even a bit of luck or whatever. He got away.
He might not even be alive now.
Yeah,
he might not. Who knows?
They're saying I think there's some discussion that he might not be alive. Right?
Well, how long has it been?
We don't know.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks in those. Where he disappeared into the fucking shrubs, didn't he?
In the bush.
How long can you stay in bush? You know.
But who knows? You don't know.
They can't. Like there's drones. There's people searching. Like there's infrared thing. Like I mean.
Look, alternatively, the other theory is that someone's helping him out. Hiding him out. Who knows? It could be anything.
They're fucking offering $1 million.
Look, at the end of the day, when it comes to that,
100%, man.
Coppers are, they put their lives at risk.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
And it's something we need to respect.
They'll find him dead. There'll be no funeral. That's it. I'm telling you now.
If they've got to be those hardcore fucking extremists fucking
horrendous.
Celebrating him.
Treating him like a martyr. I got into an argument with the mate over it, because he said he called the cops pigs and fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, these 2 cops had nothing to do with your personal agenda against fucking Victorian police.
And this is the other fucking stupidest fucking thing. Cops, you don't need to agree with cops, right? What's these 2 fucking guys who got killed? Why did they deserve to fucking get killed?
That's the point.
You know what I mean? Like, you cannot agree with cops. That is fine. But you just literally killed 2 cunts who might have kids, family, bullshit like that for nothing because you didn't agree with cops. That's just fucking stupid, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No-go zone for me.
It's a fucking...
Absolute no-go zone.
You can say the same thing about Charlie Kirk, right? Like, because he was a father. Correct. He was a young father with 2 young kids, and he was just, giving his opinion. But at the same time, I don't like when they beatify these fucking people after they're gone like they're martyrs. It's like, dude, do you even look at his whole rhetoric?
Yeah, okay.
It was off the mark.
I understand that. But, yeah, as you said, no one deserves it. He never
this day
deserved...
and age, you anticipate anything.
Yeah.
Because there's even rumours flying around that, this part's not rumour. Lately, as you might know, some other Republicans have been pushing about the Epstein files.
Yeah, I looked at that. Dude.
And,
you got to be excited.
I got you.
There was a bit of momentum that maybe enough were going to help to overturn it. Because he might have his inner circle of people, but there's always other Republicans who are with him, but they don't like this thing about the Epstein files and that, right?
Yeah.
The whole situation.
Okay.
So, now we talk about Kirk. He was one that was also saying, no, why don't release the files, this and that, whatever. I heard, now obviously it's just a rumour, but what if Mr. Trumpo manufactured this and got a hit out on him to silence him about the Epstein files?
Distract.
But secondly, also distract from what's going on. Create a martyr now.
Yeah.
And now, because we're talking about it, it's all over
Epstein's
everywhere.
forgotten
Suddenly
about, man.
that's like, that's under the table, whatever. You know what I mean?
No longer an
but
issue.
now you're, yeah.
No,
Hang on.
I know.
Robert Kennedy got assassinated. A lot of people think it was CIA and stuff. What makes it any more ridiculous that this happened now for that reason?
Same with JFK.
I understand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are, unfortunately, historias.
No.
There's nothing that can confirm
No,
this.
no. It's in what got me interested was that. Do you remember when Trump got shot?
Yeah.
It was to silence other shit that was going on.
It was all the other shit going on at
Because
that
that's his
time.
whole MO, man. It's
Yeah, but
about
you know what? I'm
something's
starting to
going
hear-
on here. We need to cause a distraction.
Yeah, but now, to me, it started to sound like a bit more like fucking the sovereign citizen bullshit.
Even the far
Like where all
right.
these like yes, where it's
No,
like
no.
there's
Hang
going to
on,
be
hang on, hang on.
No, hang on. Let me say something. Like there's going to be bullshit. Like at this day you should wait. There's going to be the banks are going to demolish and all this bullshit. There's like you know what? Look, I understand a lot of this. There's a lot of cover up. I understand that, but look.
That's not what we're saying. It's not about cover up. What we're saying is,
covering
in the last, this is something, this isn't a cover up. This isn't conspiracy. This is fact, right? Trump's second campaign, one of the pushing points was the Epstein list. His whole thing was, I'm going to fucking
Epstein and JFK.
I'm going to declassify JFK. I'm going to declassify Martin Luther King. And the Martin Luther King people were like, we don't care about Martin. Like, just let it go. We don't want it declassified. It's fine. I'm going to declassify fucking UFOs. I'm going to declassify. Then he gets asked, are you going to declassify the Epstein shit? I think so. And it's like, but that's a bit sketchy because, you don't want to embarrass a few people. It's like, hang on there. You're happy to air
No. Originally, he was saying yes.
At first, he said he would because he pointed out Clinton has got his shit coming in for him because about that whole thing about the
and
island.
everyone was going, great.
Yeah.
Do it,
right? And then he triggered, like, fuck it, I'm actually on those lists. I'm fucked, right? But they fucked up because every right-wing pundit got on the same thing because they figured they got Clinton in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
Fuck them. We can wipe them all out without thinking that Daddy Trump is on the same list.
Hey, he's grabbed his pen. Yep, this was removed.
Redacted everything there. But the problem is that
the end.
Dude, he had a plane. That's all we know. All right. The problem is, fucking JD Vance came out and said it. He said it on fucking, we need to do something about that Epstein list. Fucking Kirk came out and said it. Everyone, fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah. She's still doing it.
All the dickheads that were behind him with the pitchforks, ready to take out all the Democrats, all said it. Yeah, we've got to see this list. It's such a sticking point here. It's a firebrand. That's how they won the fucking election, the sensationalism. Unfortunately, Trump's fucking scrambled egg fried brain or suddenly kicked back into gear. The dementia daddy disappeared. He's like, fuck it, I was at those parties because we're finding the fucking photos of it.
It's like, we will release Epstein files. just segments of like him with two bottles, fucking birds everywhere.
The platoon music in the background, right? And the problem is did you see did you see the card that he wrote? Tell me you saw the card.
Yeah, I saw it.
The card was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's got the silhouette of a woman's body.
Yeah.
His signature at the bottom representing genital fucking hair.
Yeah, there's a bush. Yeah.
And then all the dickheads come out. Oh, that's not Trump's signature.
No.
What are you talking about, man? It's exactly the same.
You know what the best one that came out? There's a guy, he's the Speaker of the Parliament
Johnson.
over there. Johnson, yes.
The pussy.
He actually said, right? He actually said, this is not rumour, he actually said it. He goes, we found out that for many years, Trump was an FBI informant undercover in the Epstein thing, helping the FBI.
Fuck me.
He actually said that.
He said that, right? At the same time, the Epstein thing is a Democratic hoax.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So Trump went from saying, we need to release this list because all the Democrats are going to get fucked. Then he went to, we shouldn't release the list because, you know, we may embarrass a lot of people and
Don't
upset
forget,
people.
the list is on, what's her name's?
Yeah, the desk.
Bondi, it's on the desk.
on Bondi's desk.
It's there,
Then, right?
Oh, no, it doesn't exist.
Then it went from that to it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Then it went to it's a hoax perpetuated by the Democrats. Then it went to Trump was actually an FBI agent, a CIA agent, exposing he's a
then
snitch.
that got shot down.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
It's like, and the whole campaign ran on a hoax.
Yeah.
What was he exposing?
It makes no
so
sense.
This is the
Actually,
malachias
talking
that we're
about this
dealing
Epstein-
with.
yeah.
So, you know, you go, oh, conspiracy. They changed fucking tack like a fucking
I understand that.
speedboat, man.
Mate, yeah. I understand that. I'm just saying, I understand this cover-ups and all that bullshit. But
And the
Not
worst part is
everything,
no
not
one
every
keeps them
single thing is-
accountable. How the fuck do you, as Speaker of the House, of the fucking thing, come out with blatant lies like that and then go to work the next day as if, oh, that didn't happen?
was
How
one
do
of
you
his
do
quotes?
that, man?
I love the smell of deportation in the morning.
How the fuck do they get away with that, man?
Literally,
That's
did you
what
see
I
his
don't
quote?
get.
I think it was on Facebook. He put that.
Yeah, dude, Trump never served in the military, man. He fucking had bone spurs and deferred. But somehow he paints all these things like he's some Americana macho man. It's like, get fucked, man.
What was that actually talking about this Epstein shit?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to this? There was talks. Corey Feldman was going to, if he got enough money, he was going to put all these actors and other people behind under the bus.
Yeah,
because
of child molestation.
Yeah. What happened to that? Did that just fizzle out?
Feldman's doing his fucking rock tour right now.
Yeah.
He's on
and his fake guitar solos.
He's lost it there. Don't worry about it.
Man, I've never seen anyone more cooked in my life. He's doing these like fucking solos, and I think it's pre-recordings.
There's plenty of cooked ones out there.
Oh my god!
Listen, I think to parajésame, like I'm fucking my throat's killing me. This got bad.
This
Hang on.
heart rate just got.
I have a more lighter-hearted thing that I want to
let's
do.
end it. Yeah.
No, we don't have to end it. We've got plenty of
let's
time.
end it with something more light-hearted.
I'm just curious.
Let's divert to something
I
more.
just want to know your I'm interested in your perceptions, right? As a collective, it's a collective exercise, right? Because this popped up the other day, and I was like,
oh yeah, what popped up?
No, I saw this thing.
When you thought of us when it popped up, you
relax
fucking-
there. I saw this thing, and I got curious because I'm like, I wonder what this group as a collective would come up.
Oh.
No. All right. Rolling Stone listed the top 10 greatest artists of all time.
Oh,
here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
Right, it's metal band, yeah.
Yeah, no, not metal bands.
Rolling Stone.
Rolling
did it?
Stone, right?
They'd probably put.
No, hang on.
Bob Dylan.
What I wanted to do was, as a collective, I want to know what we would come up with as a top 10.
Are we doing a brainstorm?
I want to come up with our top 10 as a collective. When you think of like global artists, all right? Because the greatest artist of all time is a big statement.
Of
right?
course it is. Yeah.
Like, when you think of the best pop artist,
Ozzy Osbourne.
can you. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne, Gene Simmons,
Yeah.
I always find it
Cannibal
difficult.
Corpse.
Rotting Christ.
Slaughter. Oh, they're La Born.
Yeah. No.
You guys are fucked.
You know what he's thinking? That is it.
No. In all seriousness, right? When you say the best pop artist of all time, everyone just thinks of Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Standard.
Madonna, yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, Chris Brown has done nearly more than Michael Jackson's ever done. More albums, more fucking everything.
So
Less memorable.
I guess it's how do you quantify
Right.
it? You know, is it pure sales or is it?
When I
Persona, is it what?
Beatles,
Influence, whatever,
man.
right?
How about Beatles?
Yeah, all right, man. Like, calm down.
I am not calm.
I am not calm. All right. So what I thought would be interesting, all right, I'm not revealing Rolling Stone's top 10 yet.
Yeah.
Let's make a list of what we think top 10 artists of all time would be. Right?
Artist.
I'll go
with
right
an
there.
S.
Got to chuck Beatles in there.
Yeah, well, you took Beatles, Rolling Stones.
Okay, hang on. So Beatles.
Of the Rolling Stones.
Nah.
All right, Rolling Stones. No, that's up for debate.
Well, put them on. That's your.
We're making a short list, and then we'll come
You
back
took
to
mine.
filter.
Mine was Beatles.
Now, look, I don't remember all the artists on the list. Like, I looked at it like a couple of days ago. I'm like, okay, I got to bring this up, right? I don't remember all the artists, but I know an artist that didn't feature on it, which I'll mention now. It was Prince.
Oh.
He's got to be on the fucking list.
The top, what was it?
Top 10 artists of all time.
And they don't think Prince was good enough.
He wasn't good enough, right?
Wow.
Because I started looking at the comments. I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, this is a rough list, right? Who do you think? I'm putting Prince down, right, as a name.
Yeah, I'd put Prince down.
As far as influence, sales, notoriety, artistic integrity, like all that shit, right?
Fucking oath,
Paul Abdul.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, how can I find the most random?
I've seen that music video with the cat, the tomcat, whatever.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Informer.
Didn't she date the
Snow
contestant?
Informer. Informer.
Like, boom, boom, down.
Come on, man.
I just know the words to that song, man. Fucking hell. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's 3. We've got Beatles, Rolling Stones, and Prince. Who else would be top artists? All right.
Lady Gaga.
Gaga?
Yeah.
She's on what grounds? I love Lady Gaga. I'm a fan.
I don't think she's not good enough to be in there. I don't know if her career so far has quantified, because we talk about quantify, you know what I mean?
Elton John?
Well, we'd certainly...
Madonna?
Have we put
Madonna
Did we
has
put
to be.
Madonna?
All I've written down is Beatles, Rolling Stones, and
Madonna.
Prince.
Madonna for
Michael
me.
Jackson.
Okay, hang on. So, Madonna.
Yeah.
Nah,
We're in...
I
No.
don't agree with Madonna.
No? Michael Jackson?
I would put Michael
don't-
Jackson.
I actually don't think she's that talented.
She's not. I hate
No.
Madonna.
Yeah, that's
she did
why,
a few...
That's why I don't think... Yeah, she's very popular, 100%.
Nah.
But I don't think she's talented enough to...
Madonna is a musical
justify it.
fraud.
Yeah,
all right?
I agree.
Madonna, if you look at her career, she just leached onto whatever was popular at the time of whatever the album came out. But the problem is she didn't innovate and do something with her style and incorporate new elements and try and, grow. She just hijacked whatever the genre was. That's it. Straight up. Yeah? Like, I can honestly fucking say that.
Yeah. I don't think she just... But that's my opinion.
So you think Madonna should be on that list, though?
No, I'm just thinking.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, I'd say confidently, I would put down.
Yeah.
All right. That's 4.
Kiss.
Yeah, you weren't going to let that go, yeah?
No.
Are we putting them on there?
I grew up with them and everything.
I'm talking about the 70s.
No, there's no 70s. It's
we're talking about all-time.
All-time artists, the top
10.
artists, top 10.
I'm not saying that they don't have some whatever, but I don't think they enough to go into top 10.
Fuck, they've made some noise, man.
God, I can't believe you're struggling with this. That's 4. We've listed 4. And remember, all time. Elvis.
Yeah, I know.
Elvis. I'll give you one.
Elvis.
Not my cup of tea, but I'd have to agree.
You have to agree. Yeah?
No.
I'm not talking about personal taste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not my personal taste, but I have to agree with it. Yeah.
No Bob Dylan.
Nana Muscuri.
Bob Dylan. This guy, Bob Dylan. This guy, Nana Muscuri. All right.
Well, I know what he's saying. Again, not my cup of tea.
No, not my cup of tea.
But he was obviously
Bruce
very
Springsteen.
influential.
All right, so you're saying Bruce Springsteen. You're saying Bob Dylan.
No, I'm just
No, we're just throwing
Billy Idol.
spitballing.
Billy Idol.
No.
You're fucked.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
Black Streets.
Come on, think about it.
Tiesto.
Think about the biggest artists. I gave you Elvis.
Why do things like Bee Gees still come into mind?
Paul Van Dyke.
Bee Gees. Yeah, they influenced a lot of people. See, we automatically went to the Beatles, right?
Instant. Number
Yeah,
one.
but that was an easy one.
But like
you cannot.
it's
not
undeniably
have them in top 10.
You know what I mean?
They're not up there.
Yeah.
You're saying they're not up there.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
but are they on the list?
I'll go over the list.
No, but
I'm just
give us
saying
one.
collectively, it was the first thing everyone here said.
Oh, look, I could throw a lot out there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to.
Filter.
Understand the masses.
Not drop your pants on
I'm
the
try-
answer.
No. I'm trying to
Yeah.
say, I could throw out Led Zeppelin. I could throw out, other ones, the Eagles, for example. But I want to say, I know they're almost. Could,
If you look at this
but do they
list,
justify for top 10? That's what I'm
you
saying.
look at this list so far, right? Beatles, Stones, Prince, Michael Jackson, Elvis. Arguably, outside of Prince, right? Beatles, Jackson, and Elvis were universally fucking like
huge.
You had everyone listening to them. You had rednecks, you had hillbillies, you had Mavri, you had everyone.
Spot on.
You know what I mean?
Spot on.
So that's what I try to think of when I think of top
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
Well,
That's
I'd throw Led Zeppelin there.
Yeah?
Yep, that's a good one.
As a possibility.
No, you know what? 100%.
Okay.
100%. Influential by far.
And that's what I'm saying.
Influential by
they had
far.
the sales, the popularity, but very influential.
Jimi
as
Hendrix?
Hendrix?
Hendrix. Influential, man.
Could
Come
be.
on, man.
I'm not sure
Are
if
you
it's
talking about pop or just influence, though?
No,
it doesn't have to be pop. We're talking about
It's artists. I said artists.
Pop artists. He said pop artists.
Think of the most influential, biggest, fucking most renowned artists you've ever heard. I fucking hate you two.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about influence.
Yeah, no.
I know what you mean.
But you two,
I don't think so.
George, I've never heard a song by you two that I ever want to hear again. That's a fact. I can't. I love all types of music. I'm the most eclectic person. You two, I never understood it. Bono's just fucking shits me. Anyway.
What about someone like even as local as Akadaka?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're popular.
Yeah.
And they've got longevity.
Yeah, their thing is longevity, not so much
That's like Rolling
ingenuity.
Stones as well. They've got longevity.
Them too, yeah.
I'm trying.
That's why I'm not putting Rolling Stones in there because, yes, popular, 100%.
But best ever is all encompassing, isn't it? Really?
I remember them in my childhood, this and that.
See, like, I remember.
I think they were just a glorified blues band.
I'm remembering some of the artists on the list, and like, I know that I don't think this artist is on the list, but it's coming to mind, like Mariah Carey or fucking Whitney Houston. They were like in those echelons.
I was just thinking of Whitney Houston right now.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston, I like ahead of Madonna.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison.
She smashed it.
You know what I mean?
She was universal as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's put Whitney Houston down.
And the difference was she's actually talented.
What about someone even as?
Yeah, she was very influential.
I know it's a little bit more modern, but what about someone like Pink?
Yeah, she's destroyed the scene for like 20 years. Britney as well. Britney,
bitch,
dude. Britney's a gun. Man.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I was thinking. You know what name I came up with? Julio Iglesias. How the fuck is he? Like, if he's not on the list, how is he not on the list, man? Who didn't love Julio Iglesias?
Julio.
He was the fat Mac of all time, man. Him and Tom Jones, I swear to God.
Tom Jones, huge.
Oh, you should put Stallone on there.
For what, man?
Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone. What a track. All right, so, like, see, that's the thing. My brain, Julio Iglesias warrants is on that list. Because he's big, man. He's bigger than everyone.
We need 2 more, right?
We've got 8, and we'll review it again, but...
who else?
Think about it.
I am, man.
Think fucking harder, man.
Did you say Elton John?
Yeah, I did.
That's a not bad choice.
Elton John?
Yeah, throw him in there unless it gets pushed out.
We'll draw straws.
Dolly.
Yeah. Dolly was one that I thought of as well.
Dolly Parton.
Again, I'm not into country.
Dolly's got a good...
deny her career and her influence.
Dolly's sold
and
more
stuff.
albums than God, man.
God, this is God.
Throw her on.
Why are you on the radio?
We'll move the wall later.
Yeah, chuck her on the list.
All right, Dolly. All right.
Dolly.
I'm going to watch that episode so bad now.
That's an interesting one.
That's the best episode.
I actually like that.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
No,
but
but
I can't,
Dolly Parton's a
can't deny her. Yeah,
I'd listen to her shit.
I'd listen to her shit.
2 women that we came up with, one Whitney, one Dolly. Look at them now compared to Madonna. So the difference?
Yeah, Madonna's trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Mariah Carey's in front of Madonna.
Oh, 100%. 100%. All right, so this is our list. Beatles, Rolling Stones, Prince, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Led Zeppelin, Hendrix, Whitney Houston, Elton John, Dolly Parton.
Okay, that's just a makeshift list that we put together.
In 10
How does that
minutes,
compare to the...
done.
All right. Is there any objections?
No.
The only one, if there was an 11th, for me, it'd be Mariah Carey.
Okay. Honourable mention, Mariah. All right.
I just think she's lasted the...
You know, Bob Dylan didn't make the list, yeah?
For us, no.
Yeah.
I mentioned Bob Dylan.
Or Rolling Stones. They were mentioned, but we haven't put them down.
Put them in there.
You can chuck them on the honourable list if you want.
Bob Dylan.
Put Bob and the Stones.
Because
then if
the
we
thing is, it's all got longevity.
The Stones are at number 2 here. The second band.
There's one more. What's that chick? It's like... It's Friday night. The little girl.
Friday night.
Party.
Oh, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah, Rebecca Black.
Done. Put her in the honourable.
Friday.
Put her in the honourable now. Put her in the honourable.
You're a fucking ugly store.
Okay, what's the official list?
All right, this is the official list. And you know what? There's so many names here that you guys did not even think of, yeah?
Go.
So this is in order. Number 10, Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, this list humbled me a bit, man. Number 9, Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
You think about it, Aretha influenced
Soul.
Whitney, influenced Mariah, influenced all of them.
Queen of Soul.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I've got no problem with that one. Yeah.
Number 8, Little Richard.
You know, I was actually thinking of Little Richard. I really was, but I was a bit gun shy because
Little Richard influenced Michael Jackson, influenced Jimi Hendrix, influenced
huge.
Prince, influenced Elvis,
Huge.
influenced all these guys. Yeah? Now, number 7, James Brown. Again, influenced Prince, Michael Jackson, influenced all them. Was James Brown one of the best artists of all time?
This is mostly soul now.
So far?
Yeah. Mostly soul.
Yeah.
So we're at number 7, and so far it's all been soul and rhythm and blues. All right? Number 6, Jimi Hendrix. So that's the first one
I'll
that
take
we
that
named.
one.
All right? That's 1. And we're halfway. All right. Number 5, Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Who you wouldn't have had fucking Elvis, you wouldn't have had Hendrix, you wouldn't have had anything.
so they've gone to the actual root.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
So
Influence.
It depends what criteria they were looking
So
at. You know
they've
what
got-
I mean?
Which makes my point. I'll come back to this.
And I will too, because we've gone for the offshoots, not the original.
We've just gone, I don't care whether you're influenced or not,
Yeah.
although that obviously counts what
Yeah.
you've done as an influencer.
Influenza.
You're sick.
But we're just saying overall, whether you were from there or from there, we'll share.
Yep. All right, number 4, Rolling Stones. Okay?
As if Rolling Stones magazine's not going to have Rolling Stones in there.
They're there. Number 4. Number 3, Elvis. So we ticked that one off.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3. Number 2, Bob Dylan, who was our honorable mention.
Look, I'm not surprised they stuck it in there.
And number 1, the Beatles. All right?
No, we did all right.
We did all right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 10, and
out of the 11.
one of our supplementaries made the list.
I always thought
Can we get Division 4?
This is the thing, right? I saw this list, okay, and I love almost all the artists on that list. Yeah, I either grew up with them because of my old man, or I appreciated
And
their
you
work
go,
later
all
on.
right, I get it.
I get it, right? But fucking. But like the Chris Brown argument, right? Biggest fucking artist, Bieber, biggest artist ever, right? Their legacies in 20, 30 years, they're going to have legacies. Whether we appreciate it or not, they will.
Didn't we
Yeah.
try to be inclusive
Yeah,
of
exactly.
era, this, that, whatever,
but the influence,
right?
but they're
Whereas
going
you can
to the
tell,
original.
This is the problem with Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Have a look at that list.
Yeah, no,
It's all buried in geriatrics.
Yeah, but why
and
isn't-
I'm not denying
Yeah, but
who
hang
they
on.
are.
But why
But how
isn't?
can they sit there and not go even mention
But Andy-
Whitney Houston's or
But
this
why
or that
can't
or
you even
whatever?
throw in it sounds Black Sabbath.
That's another one.
They
I'm just
created
saying.
a whole genre.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I only didn't put them in there so it doesn't sound a bit,
Of course, you're going to say that.
biased, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But, like, I thought about the list, right?
criteria there is far different to what we were thinking.
They're literally going back to the roots.
Yeah,
exactly.
but, like, we're talking
Exactly.
about
But there's
Are
roots-
they?
but there's
Were
roots
they
of
just
other.
given, tell us who are the best of all time? Was that the question?
Hang on. The greatest
Influential.
artists of all time, right? I thought about it. I'm like, well, who would be on my list, right? The first name that came up in my head was Eminem. How is Eminem not dominated the music industry for 30 plus years, man? Has influenced every fucking hip hop artist in the last 20 years.
Because he's been influenced by
Has
someone
sold
else.
more albums than
Yeah.
anyone on the planet.
But yeah,
Anything he touches turns to gold. He was a fucking. He was seen at the start of his career. He was like this anti-hero, anti-establishment person, and now he's revered as like a figure of pop culture, like because of his scope of work and his full circle and the fact that everything's done and blah blah blah. How is he not on the list of greatest? How come there are no rappers on that list, man? At all. Tupac's not on that fucking list. arguably still sold more albums than everyone. You know what I mean?
So it is. You're right. It's centered.
They're biased.
Yeah, it's
unfortunately.
Centered. It's not.
I'm not denying who the artists are.
Yeah,
but you can tell it's very biased.
You're telling me, like,
Sabbath should 100% be there.
James Brown, right, who was a great artist, right, but all those singers there, Little Richard, James Brown, Jimi Hendrix, who was the other one? There was another one there. Prince was the answer for all them. Prince came out and did everything they did and better. You know what I mean? Clearly influenced by
who
him.
else was similar in
Michael Jackson wasn't on that list.
Your argument that you just
ridiculous.
said. Yeah. Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Exactly.
Yeah, good one.
100%. And he would fall in that niche of some of those artists.
Good one.
Michael Jackson passed away. The world went into mourning. You know what I mean? The world.
Yeah, Rolling Stones always been
even
like
Elton
that.
John.
Yeah.
You think about Elton John. You think about the time and his type of music and what, from poppy to bit of everything.
Freddie Mercury.
Queen.
Wow, Queen. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Queen.
How are Queen not on that list? I don't even listen to Queen, but when I watch Bohemian Rhapsody, okay, so do you guys like the musicals, the biopics?
That was a good movie.
There's so many biopics with the
I saw
things.
the Elton John one, and
I saw Rocket Man at the cinema. I saw Bohemian Rhapsody at the cinema.
Yep, I've seen
and
both.
I saw yesterday the one with the Beatles, the guy that
I've seen them all.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen all three of those at the cinemas. And I'm not a Queen fan. I wasn't a Beatles fan. All right, I just grew up with them because of my old man. And Elton John, I liked some of his songs, but I wasn't a fan. I was sitting there getting every fucking song. And when I walked out, when I walked out of yesterday, I turned around. I was like, "Fuck, man, the Beatles wrote some fucking good songs."
Oh yes,
like actually wrote songs.
And that's why, even though they're biased, they're on the top of their list, and we automatically thought of them for our list because. You don't have to be a fan of them, but you can't not appreciate
you got to recognize
the quality of what they did
and
the influence that they had. 100%. Yeah.
100%. And that's what I think about.
I mean, John Lennon, his skill of writing music.
Oh, Lennon and McCartney, because they were like a dynamic duo. Yeah.
Who do you reckon was better?
Oh, look.
Lennon for me.
Better or whatever, the point is they both comfortably for their career as Beatles, obviously they were solo, whatever after, but at their time they had no problem being Lennon and McCartney.
Correct. But even when they went solo, they still wrote some pretty good music.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
100%. I don't know. I think about those greatest lists, man. How out of touch is that Rolling Stone list?
Yeah, but even before you did that list, I've heard other similar things they do. It's always like
but
that.
even when he started with number 10, I already knew, okay, that's the path they're going.
I respect him.
I thought they're going to be broader.
Saying he's not a quality.
Yeah. I thought they're going to be broader.
But when you start going, out of all of those that they start doing, the one that I'd not disagree with would be Aretha Franklin. But the other ones,
Sabbath should have been there.
I could understand.
Influence. I'm talking about influence, man.
Whether or not you agree.
Working meantime.
I've always got a problem with the best ever.
Yeah. Because it's all subjective, you know what I mean? I know.
And there are so many, best ever players or the best ever club.
And especially with music, you know who put it the best? Coincidentally, you threw me that Dream Theater thing. The drummer from Dream Theater, Mike Portnoy.
Yeah.
Right? He consistently gets awarded either best metal drummer or usually best prog metal drummer.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of times he probably deserves it, right? But he always says that, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember the words he used. But he's basically saying, thank you for putting me there, but I've said this a number of times, in music and in what it is, there is no best drummer. Because it's not like cricket where you're scoring runs and he scored the most runs or this or that. Because it's all subjective, you know what I mean?
Correct.
They can be your favourite drummer, because you like that style or whatever. I mean, look, obviously this drummer might be better than that drummer because he's shit, totally shit, and he's technically superior. But when you're talking about a whole group of superior drummers.
Elite.
How do you fucking differentiate this guy from that guy? You know what I mean? It comes down to style and all that. And he goes, and he humbly says, for you guys to put me in front of, Neil Peart or John Bonham or whatever, and all that sort of
Gene
stuff.
Krupa is one of my favourite drummers of all time.
He goes,
most people don't even know who he is.
He goes, I'm very humbled, but, thank you, he just says, you know what I mean? And and I know I've heard him in other stuff. He really means it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he idolises some of these other drummers talking about. And for you fans to vote me in front of them, he goes, I'm over the moon. But it's right what he said, in music, and that going back to that list, you can sit there and go, oh, best ever. That's why we started saying, well, what's the criteria? We're talking who influenced who, how many records you've sold, how many this, how many that, anything. All of that is subjective.
I have a question. All right. I bought this fucking puffer vest like a month ago, right? Literally because I was freezing. It's when we had those cold snaps. It was like 4 degrees in the morning. I was on Marketplace looking for puffer vests and nothing was fitting me. And then I found these in Roeville. And it's a fake fucking, what's it called, man?
Tommy Hilfiger?
No, it is. Montclair.
Oh, the Montclairs, which cost fucking $5,000.
Yeah, right? It's a fake.
I'm exaggerating.
I didn't even know what Montclair was, right? I just saw hoodie, cheap, Roeville.
The genuine ones are like hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
hundreds.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hundreds, yeah.
Not a couple hundreds.
How much you picked that up for?
Fuck all.
Yeah, that's how much.
Yeah.
Like $20.
More than 20, not hundreds.
Yeah.
Less than that. But the quality of it's good, right? I didn't even know what Montclair was.
Yeah.
I was just in Roeville and I'm like, hey, do you have like an XL? Yeah, here you go. Mad.
Oh, is this like a
Do you want a
company
watch?
that
Did
they
they
buy
do that?
a lot of
Do you
them?
want a watch?
Yeah,
Like
literally.
they sell fakies. That's what they
fakies.
do.
All
Yeah.
fakies, right?
Yeah.
And
No, your Marketplace. I've never
it was
seen that
Nate.
before.
It was Nate the other day. We were talking on the phone, and he mentioned it. Right, that I saw you with that Montclair vest in your video. I'm like, dude, I had no idea. I go, it's a fake. I go, not fake, because he goes, this cunt's must be balling, right? Then I started thinking about piracy and shit like that, right? Obviously,
You know what I think of when I think of piracy?
stealing.
No.
Pirate Bay.
Would you steal a car?
That's what I thought of.
When it's
Right?
like download, big button download, and it just reverses back. Remember the VHSs when you rented them out? They were the best, man. Would you steal the car? Would you, what was the other ones? I
You
don't
may
know.
have bought a pirate copy.
Yeah. That was the best,
That
man.
robs studios of their money. I was just thinking, right? Pirated music, right? I mean, went through this list. If I didn't listen to pirated music, because like I'm a child of the internet, I was on pirated music from 97, right? 97, literally as early as 97, getting MP3s from my cousin and all that. Then when YouTube came out, if I didn't have access to all that shit then, I would not be as eclectic as I am today. I would not know about fucking underground artists in America. I wouldn't know about shit in Europe. You know what I mean? All my first In Flames albums, all my first Stratovarius albums, Nightwish, they were all pirated. There was no market for it here, like to the way it is now.
Oh, you had to import all that shit from JB Hi-Fi.
25 years ago,
Yeah.
I was broke, and I didn't know that where you could buy a Nightwish album in Melbourne, so I downloaded it. Now, it goes against the artist, the art, and then the record label. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The record label's protecting its interests and wants to make money on their investment. The artist, at some point in their career, just wanted their art appreciated. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So is it bad that, like, a Scandinavian band reached a fucking random Greek kid in Clayton in the fucking mid-90s, late 90s?
Look, man, from an ethical and legal perspective, no, that's legit.
Yeah.
Because that's where they're coming from,
Yeah.
right? The guy who owns it or made it, etc.
Yeah.
From their perspective, from an ethical, moral, or legal perspective, yeah, it's wrong.
Okay,
it is wrong.
This is where...
However, out of that situation, you found a ray of light, so to speak.
Okay.
You got a benefit out of it. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay, so this is the other thing, right? Do you remember what the penalties were for, like, MP3ing music and stuff?
No, I can't
good
remember.
old
But
Napster.
I know there was penalty. I can't
Napster. Like millions of dollars. Like, people
that
were
was the
paying
whole-
fines for the rest of their lives.
That was the
Go
whole
to jail
argument
there.
for Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
Yeah, mate. Best drummer of all time.
Lars Ulrich.
He's not even the best drummer in Metallica.
Fuck.
Have you heard Hetfield drum?
Nah.
He's just as good or better than Lars.
No
Are you for
shit.
real? I swear to God.
He even did his stuff raw, man. He's not shitting you when he does his stuff raw.
You kidding?
I'm not kidding. I'll find a video. I'll show you.
That's fucked.
They were doing a Black Sabbath cover, and he was doing breakdowns that Lars would have been dreaming of.
What, did you watch?
Yeah, I heard that.
Nah. Did you?
The thing going around as a shit stir, they shit stir and go, "You're not even the best drummer of Metallica."
Man, have you seen the it was an MTV or some fucking no, it was like some award show thing, and they did Youngblood did a fucking cover of Sabbath with
because
with who? Did you hear it?
Yeah, but he was on that what was it called again? When he was still alive. The last thing he did. He was there too.
Yeah, I know.
Because he knows the family, and obviously he got invited to do it.
No, I'm actually saying, was it good or not? A good cover?
I think it was all right.
I didn't
but some
watch
people, but you know, there's a lot of opinionated people.
There's a point I was trying to make, right?
Yeah, okay.
I started thinking about something else. Did you watch that fucking Kendra Lakari catfish bitch on Netflix? The one that cyberbullied her daughter?
No, I don't think I did.
So there was a
I heard
case
about that.
in America, right, where this girl was getting fucking bullied anonymously on death threats, harassment, like on her phone every day, thousands of messages.
Like other kids
it came out to be from her mother.
What fuck?
Her own mother. Her own mother did it. Yeah.
Daily, like about 10, 20, 30, 40 messages a day.
Yeah. So she thinks the justification in her brain.
You should die and all that shit. Yeah.
In her brain, the daughter had received a couple random messages and she thought she would flush them out by like continuing the sequence. And then somehow it became like Munchausen syndrome. Like she just needed the daughter to fucking need her. Because the daughter was like of age, so she's slowly becoming a bit more distant from the mother. So in order to wait to keep her...
So she found that by doing that, the daughter was like,
exactly.
my mum. So
and also the mother had a fixation on the girl's boyfriend at the time or some shit like that, right?
No, anyway.
Do you know what she got? She got 19 months prison sentence, which got commuted down to like 12 or something or whatever. Yeah? For literally cyber harassing her own daughter to the point of like near suicide.
Yeah.
19 months.
For music... For music piracy in Australia, fines fines of up to 93,000 per offence, up to 117,000 per infringement, and up to 5 years imprisonment for distribution
possible death penalty.
Yeah, I thought, how the fuck do you do that to your own daughter? And this bitch wasn't just shot and left under the fucking prison.
That's sick.
She got like 12 months.
That woman's obviously disturbed.
That's sick.
Man.
Yeah, but that woman's your daughter forever.
That's secret.
But how does someone like that get like 12 months and 19? And you copy music and you got 5 years per offence.
What, you downloaded the whole album? You're fucked, mate.
The interludes as well, the skits, the hidden track, even the 23.
Hey, this was a deluxe version.
iTunes.
It's got extra.
The Japanese fucking Best Buy release. You know what I mean? How insane is that, man? I don't know. It's just like, how?
Well, how can there be some people walking out after fucking 8 fucking times they got arrested? You know what I mean? Same
well,
thing.
that woman, right? She
Same
received
shit.
19 months. What would an appropriate sentence be?
Hang on, that girl the Ukrainian girl who got fucking murdered.
Yeah, he'd been out
14 times.
Yeah.
14 times he got released.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
14 times.
Ukrainian girl. I only briefly saw that pop up, man. Ukrainian girl.
You watch the footage of her.
That's sick.
And like the way she was just by herself, man.
Just innocently sitting there
She
on
got
her phone.
stabbed. And no one just ignoring her. They turned her back on her. People were in there.
So the suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown Jr., is charged with first-degree murder. Let's see. Love and hope to Zarutska's family. Blah 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 blah. He was convicted of armed robbery, felony, larceny, and breaking and entering. Corner records obtained by CNN. Spent 8 years in jail for robbery with dangerous weapon. He also suffers from mental health issues and he's homeless. Yeah. Well, what's he going to get?
What? Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about that fucking scammer. Or even scammers. You know what? Actually, that's what I want to ask is.
Yeah? What about scammers?
Well, this all fed into that whole fucking wormhole of, the algorithm.
All right.
Scammers, yeah? Scammers like South Asians that typically call up pensioners and scam them for life savings, by saying that they're from Norton or Microsoft and, you have a virus and, oh, look, you fucking deposited money out of our account. We need it back. the Best Buy Google Pay Pass cards. What should the appropriate punishment be for these scammers? That like literally rob.
My punishment was, hello, yes. Da-da-da. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, hang on. That, yeah.
Yeah. Put it by the speaker.
You know how many times I've done that?
No shit.
I like that.
I've never seen that before. No
the
shit.
other one was
the cazzarola. Have you done the cazzarola?
The whistle. You whistle straight into the phone. Oh, F yeah.
Yeah, the other one's the
guys haven't done
cazzarola.
that.
You get a metal pot, you put it over the phone, and bang the pot with like a ladle or
You
a
know
spoon.
what it is, man? You want to be a malaka and ring me and think you're going to hustle me?
Yeah.
Today's your unlucky day, mate.
I like the music.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you know what else I've done? This was when my niece was little. I'd put the phone there, and she'd be going, go, have a conversation with her.
No shit.
You got to fight fire with fire, man. There's guys.
I was just thinking, right, because we're talking about like vigilante justice and like the system skewed, right? We're all reasonably thinking adults, right? We've all grown up in the same fucking circumstances, the same city, same suburbs, same crowds. What would the appropriate punishment be for any of those things? Right?
For the scammers.
Well, let's take the scammers,
Yeah.
right? You found the guy from Mumbai.
10 plus years.
You found the guy from Mumbai that stole $50,000 from the griya down the street, right?
Look, at the end of the day,
you bust into his complex. You've got the guy. This is him.
Yeah, but right or wrong, you got to put everything in perspective.
Perspective, right? Perspective.
I'd sit there and look at what are similar crimes,
Precedents.
and see what are they getting if they're, fairly, judged as what sort of penalties are shown.
Yep.
And then I'd make sure that falls in line with that. So I could sit there
Forget
and go,
precedents. You, George, right now.
10.
10, straight up.
10.
me personally, no, seriously,
chain gang. You know what I mean?
I would put probably about 5 years.
I would say, whatever the year is, right, whether it's 5 or 10 or whatever, hard labour has to be an implement. Rock breaking, in the middle of the desert.
Good point.
Oh, just
you know what I mean?
Just to circle back to my favourite one that I ever did. I had this guy tried to pull the this is whoever from Microsoft.
Oh yeah,
your computer's been infected, and I'm like, no way. Lucky you called me, man. And then he's like, yeah, and we've got to do this, we've got to do that, right? So I strung him along for ages. I happened to have a few minutes spare, so I just did that. And then eventually, mind you, I was working at Optus at the time. And I did work a little bit with
cyber shit,
yeah, whatever. And then I go, hang on one sec. Look, I've got a contact at my work because I actually work for Optus. I starts on a little bit, security services.
No shit.
They're fucking gifty. But that's what I'm saying, right?
That was my favourite.
For me, let the punishment fit the crime. These gifty are scamming people out of like their hard-earned dollars.
I agree with you. But obviously, I'm just thinking perspective.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Put in perspective, yeah.
Hard labour, man.
10.
He's adding, no, but he's actually adding 10 each time.
Compounding.
10 with hard labour. I like that.
When he's running for he's running for office.
Yeah, man.
George, say, how quickly are we going to clean this up?
10.
There is an element of, while I'm into perspective, I agree with that because my mum, going back, and I can't remember when I first approached this topic with her. Let's say it might have been 10 years ago, whatever, right?
Yeah, 10.
It could be, no, it could be around there because when we lost my dad, she's on her own. So she's dealing with, either people knocking on the door or phoning her or whatever. So a couple of these incidents started to crop up, this and that, and she nearly got done by a scam, whatever. I go, Mum, okay, from now on, unless it's us or the cops come and he's literally wearing a fucking uniform, he's got a badge, or, you know what I mean? Unless you know 100% it's legit, do not answer them, do not agree to anything, do not do anything at all.
Yeah.
And lucky for me, Mum listens to me with stuff like that. And since then, it's good. And she's actually popped up a couple of incidents that she took my advice. She says, Eleanor support. this and this happened. They came to the door, or they rang me, or they did this or did that. And I didn't let them, and I checked it out, and I go, sounds like it might be a bit sus. I go, good job, because that's what they do. They find vulnerable people.
True. Yeah.
And that, because me, look, like I showed you what I do with them. I fucking have fun with them, you know. They're not going to get anything out of me. But people like my mum and other similar, they're the victims they look for.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why, for me, when I watch these scammer videos online and shit like that, it's deplorable, man.
Oh,
deplorable.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hate it because, number one, because it's obviously crime and that, but the way that they target, you know, the vulnerable, that's the whole point. That's the thing that fucking does my head in.
And be able to sleep at night too.
Oh, dude, they sleep well, man. They sleep comfortably.
Give a rat's, man.
These guys have got no conscience, Con.
But again, that goes back to that, like my mate with the carjacking and all these. There's no conscience. There's no thought. There's no afterthought.
That's why if they haven't got a conscience, 10.
10.
What time are we meeting? 10.
10.
How many drinks? 10.
Start at 10.
10 for 10.
How many reps, George? 10.
Negotiate. 10.
Yeah, I think you just found the title for this podcast.
10.
The perfect 10.
The perfect 10.
Well, coincides with that.
Exactly, man. It was the perfect 10.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do you mean there? 10.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking choking. What time is it? 10?
10. It's 10.
It's 10. It's 10 past 10. Are you serious?
It's 10 past 10.
That's fun.